about to die in there, bro. Shit. What's going on in the stream, y'all? What we got in the chat? Oh shit, man, it's been a long ass day. Nigga had to work extra hard. Boy, Twan in there coughing on beat and stuff.
Twan in there dying. What the hell's going on?
Oh fuck. What's going on, people?
What's up, y'all? What's up, brother?
That nigga Sims. Simeon Benjamin.
Shout out to my boy Sims.
Sims, I'm still gonna put your code up for prize. Hope you know that. Prize money gonna be A1. What's going on, Subtle Puddle? What's happening with you, my G?
Yo, what's going on, Subtle Puddle?
Man, we got a real good show for y'all tonight, man. You know, a whole lot going on. Hopefully y'all enjoy yourself. I know I'm gonna try to enjoy myself. Nothing else. Definitely got to enjoy myself. Let me see what I'm gonna do with this. Man, you can hear the damn dog all the way outside barking and shit. That nigga be great, you know what I'm saying? Did not be in here, goddamn, making all that damn noise.
Oh yeah, what's going on, Nets Ravens?
Nets, what's going on with you, homie? Man, what y'all been up to tonight? I mean, it was today earlier. Shit. Man. Alright, I think we got shit about rocking. Marty, what you do today, man?
I didn't do shit. Well, actually, I was kind of busy this morning. I had that's like Tuesday morning is normally where I run off. You know, I run all around town. I run all my errands and stuff like that. And so I had to do that, like just a bunch of laundry and clean up the house and you know, just a bunch of chore and errand shit. And made it over here. Yeah, moving is definitely a bitch. I 100% agree with that. That's Ravens. Like that.
Yeah, that moving is
it's pretty awful. Like I've had to do it 3 or 4 times myself, and it's
yeah, I don't know, man. Shit, I don't plan on moving again. If I do move, I'm only gonna move into my car and cut down on all the expenses. Living right out that motherfucker.
Yeah, living right out of it. Nice.
I already can hook a goddamn PlayStation up that motherfucker. So
yeah, that's all you need, right?
hey man, got a PlayStation, TV in the headrest. You know what I'm saying? I'll modify my damn touchscreen in the front, make that shit into a laptop so we can still do the stream.
Yo, wouldn't that be tight? Like around town with Mike and Marty? We're in your car. We just roll around different spots with the stream still going.
I would fucks with that.
That would actually be pretty sick. That would actually be pretty sick.
Shit, man. We got all kind of...
Yeah. Like, that's the thing about moving. Like, you never really know how much stuff you have until, like, you have to move to a different place. Oh, yeah. And then you're like, oh my god, we still have all this shit and this stuff, and I gotta pack this away.
Hey man, that's why it is always good to just move and throw shit away. Say fuck it, I'm throwing all this shit away.
That's one reason, like a lot of people do, like they'll just leave stuff sitting out by the curb when they move. They're like, fuck this shit, like, I'm not gonna take this with me.
Shit, man.
I'm tired of this shit. So.
Well, I guess we'll go ahead and crank this thing up, man.
Yeah, dog. Trust me. Like I said, I've done it like 3 or 4 times. Just me, and I've helped a bunch of other friends move and stuff. So you just never know how much stuff you have, man. Like you never know how much stuff you have till you have to do it. So I know all about it, dog.
Yo, what's going on with y'all, man? Your boy M.I. Sizzle. Your boy Marty over there.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? We got the new layout and stuff your boy done made for us. You know what I'm saying? Got things coming out in these streets, man. We got to have us a good talking to tonight. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be great. Real good shit going on, man. We got all kind of stuff to talk about. I'm going to talk about, first off, how I'm the grossest nigga of all time. Can't let that not... You cannot go without saying that. Because if you do not know... that I'm the grossest nigga you ever met in your life, you know what I'm saying? Then what do you know? You might as well just go curl up in the corner and, cry yourself to sleep for not having the knowledge that was apparent to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? The common sense, Marty. Common.
It's not that common, though.
It's common, brother.
Okay.
That sense is common. Maybe the other common sense ain't that common. That sense is common. You know what I'm saying? So... Oh man, let me get this goddamn. We cannot be talking without. Gotta have our shit playing in the background. Oh, there we go. It's getting good. Oh yeah. So.
My eyes so red. Man. It looks like I smoked up for real.
Marty, what you been doing, brother? Are you telling yourself? Are you confessing, Marty?
No,
I wasn't even gonna say nothing, brother. I was not even gonna make any kind of comments. But Marty, it looks like you might have took some tokes, brother.
Man.
Oh, Radis Major, I appreciate it, my G. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
Thanks, Bates.
Thanks, Bates. Appreciate that.
Yeah, man, this is something I just made in my spare time and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I just whipped that thing up. Yeah, I whipped that thing up. But yeah, ain't no big deal. No big deal.
Just another day, right?
Another day in the streets. Speaking about these streets, man, shout out to our boy Jody the Great. Okay, taking home that gross first place out there at Clutch 2018. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I had that shit spelled as 1800 at first, but he
really did.
Let's not worry about that. You know what I'm saying? Let's not worry about that one bit.
Jody went back in time with that.
Yeah, he went all the way back there. What happened in 1800s? So got that America around back then?
Yes, Mike.
Oh, Led Axel with the host. Appreciate it, my G. Definitely appreciate it. I heard you had dropped some new shit, man. I need to go check that last one out. But yeah, for the most part, just really proud of my boy. He done got his... I think he got recently sponsored by Check 6 not too long ago.
Okay.
Then on top of that, just made partner like last week. You know what I'm saying? So most definitely got to give a nigga his goddamn shout out for that. Definitely. Doing what it do. I mean, really, he's been on a roll. He's been on a little tears. Good luck streak or something.
Been out there putting in work in the street.
That nigga done picked some damn shamrocks and goddamn found the end of a couple rainbows or some shit. You know what I'm saying? That nigga is definitely doing what it do out in the streets. Marty, but what else happened at that goddamn Clutch?
Yeah. So, I don't know if people heard about the mess that happened there with Street Fighter V. Because it had to happen in Street Fighter V, right? So, this man, Rob TV, of now known, on the E-League show on Fridays at 11 p.m. on TBS. But he was playing a match with a Zangief player named Random High Fives, I think was his tag. And Random High Fives was beating him and went down to the last round. And he ended up stunning Rob TV. And Rob TV had like maybe 2% life left. He didn't have much. Like he could have got tapped and died, right?
Yeah.
Well, Random High Five stick malfunctioned. Like it didn't pause the game. It just said controller disconnected on the stick. And he couldn't do anything. And so they gave Rob TV the match.
Oh shit. Somehow you got this synced. I don't know how that works, but...
I got these synced?
Yeah, I don't know how your voice got this synced. But anyway, continue with your story. You know what I'm saying?
But,
so
I mean, that's pretty much the story. Like they ended up giving once it happened, Rob TV immediately was like, I'm going to take the match. And, you know, he tried to fight it, and they went over the rules, and then they were like, yeah, you know, we have to give Rob TV the match. And I thought that was a really bad way to do it.
Let's be serious, bro. It's tournament time. Niggas give me a match, I'm taking that shit no matter what, okay? Don't be trying to tell me about how I shouldn't have took that shit. Mike, that shit was goddamn weak as fuck. Man, you should have goddamn been a real one and goddamn actually did what you're supposed to do. Let that nigga go.
Yeah, he took the match.
Fuck that shit. Give me mine, okay? And you just beat my ass too? You fucked up. You should have made sure your shit was in there. You should have put a piece of tape and goddamn locked your USB in place. You should have goddamn sucked all of the goddamn kinetic and goddamn static energy around that motherfucker. You should have had a vacuum on that motherfucker, okay? You should have had some rubber plate in the inside of your goddamn USB port.
Just take every precaution necessary to get rid of.
You was whooping my ass too? Hell no. You think that nigga knee come over here? That nigga be beating me? And this nigga fuck around on the last round and his stick give out? I'm taking the fucking round, okay? All people are going to remember is when I go back and tell people like, hey man, check out this tournament bracket. But oh man, what's going on here, man? You know what I'm saying? Hey man, you know I put that nigga goddamn.
Oh shit, you beat me?
Yeah, I put that nigga knee in the losers.
Oh my god.
In the losers. You know what I'm saying? If it was close enough for him to lose by that anyway, I mean, what's to say I wasn't gonna put that nigga in the losers?
I guess, but I mean,
if you got any self-respect, fuck that.
I don't know how I feel
no self-respect.
I mean, it's a tournament and there's money and other stuff on the line and stuff like that. But I mean, I just feel really bad for that Zangief player. Like I feel bad for Random Hot Five because it's like, I mean, all he had to do was walk forward and punch this guy, and he was there. He was stunned too. Like there was no way he could have lived. And then his stick just disconnects at that moment.
That motherfucker didn't take the proper precautions. Should have did a stronger combo. He would have been out there faster. Listen, man, no remorse. I'm just talking shit, man. Knowing me, I probably gave the whole fight over again, then would have lost, and would have been extra salty. Would have been came on Let's talked about how game some bullshit.
I mean, I personally think it was an imminent death thing. Like, I mean, there's no way he was going to live. He had like literally no life left, and he was stunned too. Like he had just gotten stunned from a pile driver. Like in my opinion, it should have been an imminent death rule because there is a ruling for that. I mean, he was going to lose.
Hey man, he wasn't in a combo.
But he was stunned.
But he was not in a combo. You can't argue imminent death. A nigga could have wiggled out of that motherfucker.
No, he couldn't have.
Yeah, goddamn, he could have, slapped the hell out of his damn joystick. Boy could have acted like he was fapping to his favorite porn and got right up out that damn stun. Exploded right into some offense. You know what I'm saying? Could have been great for him. Yeah, but these are all theories.
Erupts, right?
Yeah, erupt into a rage. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn conquering spirit. Annihilating all competition.
That man.
No competitors.
Got away with one is all that happened there.
Sound like a nigga got off with one. You know what I'm saying? Let one off. Anyway, listen, that's not for me or you to decide. The tournament decided that shit. I think it was fucked up. But at the same time, I understand why nigga did what he did. Why not? It's a tournament. Nigga would have did the same thing to him. No honor.
None.
There's no honor amongst thieves. And niggas stealing matches every day. Especially online Tekken. No doubt about it. That shit there make a nigga extra sad. You know what I'm saying?
Let's see. Again. Y'all do it to yourself. Online Tekken.
I don't do it to myself.
Online Tekken work. Juan was in here playing earlier. Getting salty over some dude. Some ball player. Doing the most ridiculous mess.
Because you got to get salty at that shit, man. Niggas be cheating you and they know they be cheating you. That's the problem. They know they be cheating the fuck out of you. It wouldn't even be no problem if a nigga didn't know he was cheating the fuck out of you, but because he knows it, it make a nigga just only decide that he wants to goddamn be salty as fuck, throw his controller, get up, flip a chair over. You know what I'm saying? Like that boy Matt had got mad at that damn tournament. He got beat by that damn Lucky Chloe player. And he got to flip the whole table over and shit. Nigga was not enjoying that shit, not even one bit.
That shit is the funniest shit.
Listen, man, there's nothing more funny than goddamn.
When people start destroying stuff over a game, like
shout out my boy Salty Charles. Who?
Sanford Kelly when he busted his stick. I
don't know nothing about that, but I'm pretty sure it was hilarious. Because anytime I see somebody get salty over a game, always hilarious. 100% hilarious. 100%, even when it's myself. I never get to the point where I want to break shit. Because my mind is always telling me, nigga, you gonna have to pay for that shit. So, do not break that shit. But, I definitely want to.
Oh, you're talking about the video where... did you see that video? It was a Tekken match between Run It Black and Tim.
No.
Tekken, yeah. So, Tim beat the brakes off of Run It Black. And, like, Run It Black, like, threw Tim's controller on the ground. That shit was so funny. Right? I was dead. I was dead.
I can only imagine that joke was hilarious.
Oh man, he was mad. And like the funniest part, like he had a lead on Tim, and Tim just
said fuck that shit.
Yeah, said fuck that shit and ran back on.
That's the same thing could have happened to that dude that was playing your boy. Okay,
man, shut up.
80% down.
You didn't see that match, man. That dude was. He had a jab's worth of life left, and he was stunned. Like all the dude had to walk forward and press a button. He's done.
Why he didn't do it?
Because the controller disconnected.
No, he was stunting. That's what happened. He's over there trying to goddamn flex his pecs, and then the shit went out on his ass. He could have been jumping in the air and pressing the button and killed the nigga.
He couldn't because his controller got disconnected.
Hey man, I'm not trying to hear this shit. Sound like an excuse. Sound like an excuse. You can make the Bill Cosby face, okay? Nigga was over there like he was on a goddamn Jello pudding pop commercial. But guess what didn't pop? That nigga didn't get the pop off because he lost. He got to jump into the losers like a goddamn swimming pool.
That shit is not. I would be mad as
you goddamn dove right into that shit face first.
I would be mad as fuck if that happened.
Why would you be mad though, Mark? There's nothing to be mad about, bro.
Well, how is that not something to be mad about? Are you serious? What? Man. Having your stick randomly go out. And the thing is, like, don't know if it was his stick or it just could have just been like the USB port that malfunctioned. So that makes it even worse.
What's going on, Three Kings? What's going on, Milky J?
What's going on, guys?
I mean, I guess if you really think about it, I mean,
it's like you just lost because the system just malfunctioned. Like,
that's like making the argument that the man
no,
trying
it's
to
not.
hold you down.
Oh, man.
When I say the man, I'm talking about Sony. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to your boy Harada's finger, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nigga like to reach out and touch situations, even though that's a Capcom game. Who's that nigga? Yoki Ono? Sonny Ono? What's the nigga's name?
Sonny Ono?
What the nigga's name is that makes Street Fighter? Seth Killian? What's going on, whore? I don't know these niggas. This niggas. Chun Li, goddamn Ryu Nasahaki. You know what I'm saying? Whoever the fuck it is. The nigga reached out there. He touched the PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? Fucked up the nigga USB ports.
That man got fucked out of the tournament, man.
Hey man, it be like that, bro. I mean, look, I told y'all how I done got fucked out of many a tournament. Nigga got up and blocked backwards on me and did a wild standing forward launcher, and that shit worked. So, niggas was not having no remorse for me back in them days. I got no remorse for niggas getting screwed.
You're a monster, man.
I am. They call me a monster, you know what I'm saying? The grossest monster of them all. No, but for real, that was fucked up. I ain't gonna act like if that was me on the other end.
You know you'd be salty as hell.
Well, not even that. If I was the Rob TV dude, I probably would have just gave him the match. You know how I do. After a while, I just be like, fuck it. You know. I'll just do better next
So
time.
no, I'm saying if it happened to you.
Oh, if it happened to me, I would have slapped the controller out of his hand. His controller would not have worked until mine worked. I'm just saying, fuck that shit. Hell you talking about? Nigga, I can't move and you can move?
I just slap the controller.
I can't move? Fuck that. Shit. Niggas up here moving and shit. Wiggling all out of my goddamn stun. I done worked extra hard. I'm playing with Zangief and shit. Who is he playing with? Who is Rob playing with?
Guile.
Nigga, you playing with Guile and I'm playing with Zangief and you're this low on health? Okay, yeah, that nigga got completely screwed.
Yeah.
Okay, completely screwed.
Yeah.
That nigga Zangief? Come on, man. How could you ever in your life let that nigga Zangief run up on you?
Because he just wasn't anti-airing. Like, he was letting Zangief jump. And
I think he knew it was going down.
Oh,
I think he knew it was going to go down. Yeah, I think he knew it was going to go down. See, at first I felt like maybe...
He didn't got on LTJ. It wasn't...
I felt like maybe,
you know,
shit. It could have been a mistake or some shit. You telling me this nigga played with Guile and he was down to the last round?
Down to his last jab's worth of life. Like, he was dead. Like I said, he was dead. He was stunned with no life left.
Nigga pulled the ultimate X-Men move. Nigga had PS4 powers. Jam up your goddamn controller. Fuck that shit all the way up. Mess up all the controls. Mess up all the buttons. Make your shit jump out of the PlayStation. USB all fried. You know what I'm saying? Wire tearing up from the cord into the PlayStation adapter. You know what I'm saying? Or into the joystick, fraying at the end. Inside, coiled up. Now your buttons are underneath the goddamn wires for your joystick underneath the wires for your goddamn start button, your start button controlling your punches. You know what I'm saying? Super ridiculous powers. Shout out your boy Rob TV. Got your boy LTG right up out of there.
He did. He did get low tier god up out of there. I don't know if it hit Kotaku yet. I try not to check Kotaku at all, but it's possible that it will. What Tim's story made Kotaku where running black slap the controller out of his hand, or like through his controller or whatever.
Yeah.
That made Kotaku. Oh yeah.
Hey man, listen. Sometimes you gotta take. It just take that much, bro. Oh, you want a fucking tournament? Bow! Slap your tournament out your hand. Get that money and buy you a new controller. You know what I'm saying? Do not fucks with me. Speaking of which, man, I did win me a tournament. Y'all didn't know I won me a tournament this past weekend over that boy Poke Chop. Might pull up the footage just to look at myself win. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I do. Hey man, if you don't toot your own horn, somebody else will jack you off. Okay? You don't want somebody else to jack you off. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. You gotta toot your own horn, bro.
Alright.
Beat, skeet. You know what I mean? Nobody knows your body better than you do. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows my wins and my mindset better than I did. And I felt great when I was beating the brakes off this nigga with Kazuya. You know what I'm saying? And with that nigga King. You know what I'm saying? Felt A1 my nig. Okay? It was excellent feeling. I can only bring that feeling to myself.
That shit was pretty funny. Like I hadn't seen Ricky look that salty in a while.
Hey man, he just be like that, man. He don't be wanting to lose to me, but he knows that it's alright. He know he can. He knows it's very possible for him.
He seemed fairly upset when that happened. So.
Sismo, I brought that cast out, bro. That shit was a problem. You got a piece of that cast, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, I'm doing nothing but 13 to frame electrics now. Don't do no hot kicks. I'm definitely taking niggas all the way up.
You just launching with electric?
I'm launching niggas with electric. No hot kicks.
So let's switch gears a little bit.
Alright.
So, we put up a poll.
That was me.
Oh, that was you?
My car.
Trying to drive a manual?
Yeah, I'm switching the gears, but I'm stuttering. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Stuttering from goddamn third down to one.
Gotcha. So we put up a poll earlier about, what your preferred style of play would be. Either high damage, but have, unsafe mix-ups, or low damage, safer offense, poke. And want to bring up those results for us, Mike?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull that up right quick. Live.
And the results from what I remember are kind of interesting. I think a lot of people are lying based on how they play Tekken and other fighting games, but
hey man, let's see what we came up with.
Alright.
Let's see if we're gonna bring this up. So it looks like if I go on to the Let's Talk. Speaking of which, y'all, we do have that Let's Talk. Follow us on Twitter. Alright, so we got 32% for big damage, 50-50 unsafe.
Okay.
68% for low damage, plus frames, and more safe poke type moves. So you're not feeling that?
I mean, not only do I not feel that way personally, like I think a lot of folks are lying. So they're putting what they think people want to hear.
Okay. So what you're saying
judging from the way people play, like I do not think that people are really feeling that way.
You are saying niggas are fibbing on the way they living. Okay.
Yeah.
I see how it is. I see how it can be. But really, man, I don't really know, man. You know what I'm saying? People have been learning from the school of MI Sizzle that you don't need to be out in these streets doing big ass mix-ups all the time. Sometimes you need to just poke a nigga down. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe. Or maybe they just bull jobbing the fuck out you. One or the other. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's definitely the latter option. But like if you're talking about fighting games in general, choice number 2 is always like that should be your ideal choice if you're playing on a high level, because you're gonna want safer things that you can poke with and try to force your opponent into a mistake rather than going for something really risky. Like if you're playing against higher level players, the psychological damage of knowing that a all death fist is there if I duck. Well, to like a mid-level player, a lower level player, yeah, that's really scary because I'm sitting there thinking about like, well, I don't know when he's gonna throw it, and the move does like half my life if it connects on a counter hit, and it's really scary. But if you're facing a higher level like a higher level player, you're just gonna be like, okay, he has that move, but oh well. And he has, his 50-50 demo man, but Paul's unsafe as hell. So okay, I don't care. I'll just poke Paul now and see, if he tries to swing at anything stupid, I'll punish him for it.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, that's exactly how I play. I'm all about the goddamn, give me some frame advantage, let a nigga live. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for counter hits and with punishment anyway. So I'm trying to make niggas swing at the craziest of shit. I'm only trying to get niggas to goddamn fall when I want a ball. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I want to be dealing with a nigga doing, a super frame advantage shit to me. Go ahead and get your goddamn 50-50s. Even though some of the 50-50s are extra gay. Don't get me wrong. I wish I guess it's all dependent on like how you, what your play style is. Cause sometimes I be feeling like, I wish a nigga King had a straight up 50-50 I could get to. But I guess he does have one. It might not be high damage right out the box, but it can be done. What's going on, Double Chop?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's definitely not like Paul, but
I don't know, man.
I mean, I guess Paul's just the biggest example, just because his is like one of the higher risk, but like definitely higher reward 50-50s. Because you're either gonna block Demo Man and kill him, or like you're gonna duck and he's gonna death fish you in the face and kill you.
They can try to knock your whole face off.
Yeah. So I guess he's just like the biggest example. There's a lot of characters like that.
Yeah, I mean, you got people like, imagine, well, see, now it's kind of gay. You know who's actually gay? Leo, by the wall. That shit is super ridiculous. Only unsafe if you want to be. The other part, safe as a motherfucker. Horrible shit. Why would they come up with that shit? But, I'm trying to think. Okay, like, a good example of a person that's a whole bunch of 50-50s. but not really high damage 50-50s, but can be high damage 50-50s. Raven, the character Raven.
She has huge damage though. Like if you hit somebody who's Master Raven, like she's gonna kill you off of a lot of her shit. But like she's super unsafe, so it's like you better hit with it or you're gonna get killed.
Yeah, exactly. I mean that's basically.
Well, I mean she has arguably the highest combo damage in the game. So,
well, combo damage, yeah, but I mean like the 50-50 isn't always a 50-50. Like.
Oh, I mean, I guess like she has like other options out of it, like different feints and stuff like that she can do out of it. So it's not always just a 50-50, I guess.
Yeah. But you know, it'd be like that. But I think that's a great character to kind of make this argument for. Like, would you rather have a character like Brian that got a lot of plus frame shit? Or would you want somebody that's like Master Raven, who's running around doing 50-50s all day long? You know, I guess it really just comes down to what you like. I personally feel like it's definitely way better to have the frames, because I feel like that helps you not only in the lower level, but also in the higher level as you spoke on. Definitely, you know, nothing you can complain about there. You know, you can't really be like, oh man, I got all these frames. I can't. Like, with the frames, you can go into shit that's not even normally a 50-50. Yeah. You can start making 50-50s in situations that, you know, man, fuck. I don't normally have this shit. But now I can make a mix-up out of fucking a quarter circle back 3 and back 4. Because you know you can't beat my down forward 2, so you're not gonna move. Or you know you can't beat my down forward 1, so you ain't gonna move.
Yeah, but it's like, I understand what you're saying, and that takes, I guess, a more advanced application of your fighting game strategies. So for a lot of people, that's not that useful because like they're not really at that stage yet. So it's like I'd rather just be able to just run up all the time, and this nigga's guessing mid or he's guessing low, and if he guesses wrong, then I'm blowing him up, and if he guesses right, then I'm dead. But he's gonna have to flip coins the entire match.
That's true.
So yeah, and yeah, there's some players that are good at reading like when people want to do certain things or like when people want to attack and stuff like that. There's certainly players like that, but at the same time, those players can really get beaten really bad by, and usually do by people that are just really fundamentally sound and use like a poking offense, because they're not going to run in and do anything really crazy for them to gamble on. So they're not going to get opportunities to roll the dice. Yeah. They're going to have to come up and try to initiate something, but the other player is safe, so he's poking them and keeping them at bay, frustrating them. It's kind of like when you have like a technical outboxer versus someone that's like an infighter. Mm-hmm. And so it's like you have the outboxer that's constantly, you know, dodging and evading and using technical moves to land hits and avoid, and they're beating up the infighter and they're making the infighter tired. Now, if the infighter gets in,
it could be a problem.
It can be a huge problem for the outboxer, but if the outboxer uses his strategy correctly, he's not really going to get in. So like somebody like Floyd Mayweather is an outboxer, and you know, he was so good at it that, you know, most other fighters didn't really have an opportunity to get in.
He was just got things swinging and missing,
and they were making themselves tired,
catching them with punishes, left and right.
Exactly. And so you have a lot of players, and that's actually how the Koreans play overall as a style. Is they usually poke and they outbox and they move around, and then they'll have somebody swing and miss and go for something crazy, and then they'll hit them, and then they'll either start their offense depending on if they think they can at that time.
They stole that shit from me, just so y'all know. They stole that shit from me.
Yeah. Like, or they'll just take the hit and then move around again, and then, you know, wait for their next opportunity, you know, to get something big. So
now we speaking on that, but we didn't think about what about if you're at the top of your skill level. I mean, because arguably, Devil Jin maybe not even arguably, but Double Gen considered the best in the game. He doesn't have a lot of plus frame shit.
Yeah, he just has a scary, not really seeable mix-up that he can apply over and over again.
Yeah, so I don't know. That makes a good, strong argument for... He didn't even have a high damaging... That's really funny. He doesn't even have a high damaging 50-50.
No, his low option is very low damaging.
But he got a real good 50-50. And that definitely is what catapults him to the top of the list, because it's nothing else. It ain't like he's got a million plus range other than his electric, but I mean that's a high move. He's not doing like some quick mid move that's leaving you at disadvantage right in front of his face or something. So I guess I never even thought about it like that. Maybe having them 50-50s, maybe that shit is way better than having goddamn frame advantage. Because, I mean, if I can keep applying my 50-50 over and over again, I could get you out there very quickly.
Well, it depends.
As long as I have fundamentals on how to get you into those situations.
Yeah. I think it depends. Like, I think that it depends on how easily a character can put their frame advantage onto another character. Like I guess it just kind of depends on that, because if it's difficult, like if you have to hit with a weird move to get frame advantage, then it might not be worth it, because you might not have a situation where you can set that up. But generally speaking, if you are playing at a higher level with higher level people or whatever, just having the 50-50 and applying it is not really enough. Like, you have to put them in situations where you have to try to bait them to swing and either counter hit them because you're at frame advantage, or force them to try to like make some kind of weird whiff or weird mistake. That's usually how you see higher level matches come down to. You don't really see them like picking double gen and dashing in front of someone's face and possibly being like mid-low. Like, doesn't really work like that. So
I don't know, that nigga Q-Dance be going low 1,000 times though. That nigga actually using nothing but 4-4
and got down. He goes like mid-low, rage art. Like, that
nigga actually goes against the grain. Okay, that nigga definitely does. He'll do 26 lows and then 4-4-2 by the wall or some shit.
Yeah.
So I guess it's just. I guess maybe it's all in the eye of the beholder, and the skill set you have. What's going on with your Panther?
Yeah, I mean, you're always gonna have. Hey, what's going on, Panther? You're always gonna have some exceptions to the rules, but like if you look over most matches, it's generally like due to someone getting a counter hit because they put themselves at frame advantage, and the other guy just has to make a guess to get out. But
that's definitely how I get most of my damage.
Yeah, see, most straight up damage does come from a mix up, but there's many times in a higher level matching games where just going for straight damage options isn't really the way to go. And we discussed this before, but like, if I know your most damaging option and I gauge the situation that I'm in, for example, when I fight against a double gen or whatever, I'll usually eat hell sweeps. Like even if I think he's gonna hell sweep, or whatever, I'm just like, well, if I duck and get hit by a mid in this situation, it would be really bad for me. If I get hit with the hell sweep, I'll take a little bit of damage, but it's not gonna be too bad. So I mean, there are situations where you gauge stuff like that, and you're like, I mean, it's the same reason why people play against like Josie and they don't duck the down force. It's like, she's probably going to down for me here. Like, I know she's going to down for me here. But there's a chance that I'm just going to die.
Yeah, that piddly damage.
Yeah, that piddly damage. So, like, you're gonna eat that. Most higher level players, they eat those little lows like that all the time.
Except for Jack. People don't like that shit, okay? They'll eat that low, but they don't like it. But.
Well, that's because Jack can get frames and have the damage and be at a safe distance.
Yeah, that's extra gay. He's extra gay.
That's stupid. But, like, again, he's an exception. But if you're fighting somebody like Josie or something, you're like, yeah, she's going to down for me. As a matter of fact, she's probably going to do it right now. And you're like, I could duck, but there's a chance that she just doesn't do this shit, and I duck, and she launches me, and I eat half my life.
Yeah.
So I'd rather just eat the low, and then try to move myself out of a situation where she can't low me again.
Yeah, that's definitely something that's very important in Tekken is definitely the movement situation, which makes it so much different than any other game. Because in most games, you win a 50-50, you're in like a straight 50-50. You only got one way out of that motherfucker, and that's the block.
Now see, Intelligente, Paul is so effective because of the way the subsystems work in Tekken 7. Because he's always had the same mix-up, but the way Tekken 7 works just makes his mix-up, his reward from that mix-up that much stronger. Because I mean, like, Paul, the reason why Paul's is so effective is just because of the amount of damage he gets. Yeah. Because he has two options that give him comparable damage. Like, yeah, if you get hit by Demo Man, it's not going to do as much as Death Fist, but it does almost as much unless you're getting, counter hit by the Death Fist or something. But like, if you just stand there and you get hit by either one, it does comparable damage. So that's what makes his scary. Not so much the mix-up itself, but the damage that comes from it. With somebody like a Devil Jin, I'm not as scared of Hell Sweep in most situations because I know that I'm only going to eat like 10% of my life. So it's not really going to be that big of a deal. And so I don't want to duck most of the time. Unless I just have a read and I'm like, this dude's going to Hell Sweep, I'm going to blow up. I'm going to go ahead and blow him up, I'm going to duck and just kill him right now. So unless I have that, I mean, me ducking as Double Jin is not really that big of a deal. I mean, it's not something I generally want to do too much.
I think with Devil Jin, I only choose the duck is to deter. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like the opposite from you actually. Unless
kind of like a preemptive thing, so like you want to stop him from doing
Yeah, I feel like the opposite. Like you feel like you're gonna get taken more damage. I only feel like if they're doing the growth shit. If they're not showing me they're doing the growth shit. If they're doing like forward 2 or up forward 4. I'm taking this low. The reason I'm blocking the low is because I don't get rewarded for the other two.
Well, yeah.
And they don't get that much damage for it. They're not getting combo damage for it.
I mean, you always want to do that. Like, you want to have your opponent show you that they can do something, to show you that they can stop something. So, I mean, yeah, if you're playing against somebody that hadn't really shown you that, like, if he goes mid, he's going to hit you with the growth shit, then yeah, I mean.
Yeah, if you ain't doing the growth shit, if your mix-up is not strong enough, okay, if you ain't got a K in your goddamn mix-up, I'm not fucking with that shit. I'm going to block the fuck out that shit. I'm going to kill you when you try to go low. I'm going to take a couple mids because you keep trying to go mid, but you're not doing the strong. You're not strong with it. And since you ain't strong with it, when you try to go low and be sneaky, a nigga's going to kill you with a strong combo. You know what I'm saying? Get you the fuck up out of there.
And see, you can say that about any move in Intelligence. You're like, you're saying until he wins the tourney off the Hell Sweep. And it's like, but you can say that about literally any move. I mean, it's just, when you're weighing options like that in the middle of a match, like, yeah, you're going to stand and block Death Fist and you're like, well, until Paul wins with Crouch Dash 3 or like, Demo Man. It's like, yeah, I mean, if you look at Nee, for example, he was hitting a lot of people with Crouch Dash 3 because people didn't want to duck and eat Death Fist. So they're just standing up, eating Crouch Dash 3. And it's like, but that's why the move itself is useful, is because it doesn't do that much damage. And it's a way better option to get hit with that than the see this man Crouch Dash. You duck and then he hits 2 and you die.
So let's say in conclusion to that, right? If you had the option on your favorite character to give them a major mix-up that was high damaging, but was highly unsafe on both accounts, or you had the ability to not have any high damage mix-up, but you had a lot of frames, low damage, and safer attempts.
I mean, if it were me, if it were me, I guess I would take, the safer option, lower damage, because that's kind of like how I play anyway. And then Jin, my favorite character in this Tekken currently, like, even though he doesn't have low damage, like Jin has pretty good damage on all this stuff, but he has a safer offense that he can run. Like Jin's offense, unless I'm going for like Hell Sweep, is generally pretty safe. So I don't have to worry too much about getting just blown up for stuff. Like I might get jabbed for something, like if they block like down 4 or something, like I might, eat a wall rising 4, or if I do like crouch dash 1, then, I get jab punished or something. But like generally it's pretty safe, and I can, do different jabs and try to see where people are going to go and then all that. So I like that more than just playing Paul and being like, even though there are sometimes I come over here and pick Paul and I just want to demo man and death fist people. And that's all I do. But yeah, but if I had to pick one, I would go with Jim. Like I would go with like a safer offense.
Yeah, I think for myself, having a lot of plus frames, I like, because I'm good at the counter hitting aspect of the game. I like to psychologically break a person down, and I feel like anybody can guess once or twice and get a big block and go into a big combo. But what happens when they have to constantly guess over and over again, and it's not taking so much, so their decisions aren't being as influenced, but in fact they're just becoming more annoyed, making it more difficult, more distressing. It kind of goes back to when we did that Tech about psychology. Like this is how you get a person making horrible decision on the crash and burn route, because you're constantly putting them in frame advantage, and while you're not taking a lot from them, they can't fucking move. So now they're like, oh fuck, I got hit in my leg, I can't fucking move. He jabbed me, I can't move. He hit me mid, I can't move. Oh, I blocked this, I can't move. Why? I can't move whatsoever. I can't do nothing. Then they just start standing there, and then that allows me to just do stuff that ain't even really mix-ups, but I get to make a mix-up out of it because you're being still, you're frozen. I think that that's something that is way better in principle and I think in use, because at the end of the day, as great as Paul is, as much damage as his move does, we're not taking into consideration that when your junk is completely unsafe, Paul, then what happens to Paul? Like, let's say Noctis versus Paul. Noctis get to launch Death Fist at all ranges just about.
Yeah.
So what happens when your character is built around a big 50-50 that it can abuse most of the time, but then it's just as risky as going for, anything else. Imagine you do a Death Fist and you get launched where you are only going to get you only get to punch me. You might not even did clean hit and you weren't going to take that much damage. And now I get to take you all the way to the wall. I've changed the whole tide of the round, and you may have just died because you went for your mix-up one time. Or I blocked low and did the same thing and killed you, and all you were going to do is knock me off my feet. That's the portion of the mix-up that, because we're not talking about like cheap mix-ups. Like Devil Jin got a cheap mix-up really when it comes down to it. 4-4-2 is safe. Up 4-4 is safe. Knockdown, both of them knockdown, puts you in bad situations. One of them you get a free hit. Like that junk is cheap. But if both options are unsafe, that changes the tide of, having that 50-50. You're not going to want to go to something that is, imminently a win or a death right in that instance. So, I think that junk is probably better. I was the option too, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think we're both, option 2 people. Yeah, and let's see, Intelligente says it doesn't have to be Death Fist, it could be Sway too.
Yeah, but Sway 2 and Demolition Man, I mean, I guess depending on the situation, you may feel sad about that shit. You may feel fear of. Nobody's afraid of Sway 2. You know, if I know that you're never gonna do Death Fist, and you're gonna do Sway 2 and Down 4, oh, I'm blocking the fuck out that Down 4, because I'm gonna kill you when I block the Down 4.
Exactly. But if you hit me with Sway 2, I mean,
I'll just get up and try again. You know,
like that sucks. I took some damage, but if I block this demo, man, like I'm going to get the best launcher I can get, and I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah. And I guess that's the way the question was posed that way, because you want to make sure that it's not a choice of safe, because then it becomes cheap. If one of the options is pretty safe and it gives you pretty decent results, then why would I not go with the 50-50? You know? Can you just imagine back in the day, Brian doing back one? That shit used to be a regular launcher. And then if he had soccer kick and back one, that would be fucking ridiculous. Okay, getting frame advantage both ways. One of them launching the fuck out you, and the other one making you can't move. So he could do the other one that was still giving frame advantage if you blocked it. Highly ridiculous. Highly ridiculous. Super stupid. Then you block too long, and nigga taunt and knock your ass out. They'll fly you up in the air. That kind of stuff is absurd. But what's going on with you, Derek?
Well, it's like that's kind of how I feel about, like, you know. I know I bring everything back to Jim, but that's the character I play now. So it's like,
you bring it home. Bring it home to what you know.
It's like that's how I feel about Forward 4, because I'm like, this is a move that I can poke like a third of the screen away with, and if I do my dash cancel correctly, it's like neutral, so I don't have to worry about getting punished for it, and like I'm in someone's face and we're even frames. And if they decide to swing and I counter hit them with this mess, I get to kill them.
True enough.
Because I get like my meatiest, like craziest combo outside of like if they just whiff something ridiculous and I get the can kick. But I'm like, you know, but it's like it's a safe option that I can use to just poke at people, and then if I counter hit with this mess, then I get to take like half your life almost.
That's true.
So that's kind of how I feel about that move too. Like I think that move is pretty crazy in this game. You know, the amount of stuff that it does and the amount that Jin gets off of it, I think it's pretty silly.
Yeah, I got King, you know, I don't get mix-ups, you know, or frames. I just got outplayed.
You get a mix-up, it's just a mix-up that no one is going to sit there for.
Nobody's sitting there for no mix-up, so I never get enough frames to do my damn mix-up. I just got to do that shit, so I want either one of these options sound good to me. Give me a Death Fist and a demo, and give me some frames. Give me one or the other. But that shit feels horrible playing with that nigga. Man, I hit people with moves and they hit me back. Horrible feeling. I ain't here to goddamn complain about my nigga King, man. You know what I'm saying? Just here to talk about what it do. And at the end of the day, I would definitely, I'm the type of player that uses the frames to create my mix-ups, as opposed to just trying to go for just having a mix-up. Because like Marty brought out, I mean, if you can avoid the mix-up all the time, it doesn't matter that you have it. You know, it's hard to create a situation it's hard to create a situation in order to do your mix-up.
And you just named it actually with King. Like I didn't even think about that first, but King is like the biggest example of it. Yeah. King, when you look at his mix-up on paper, is actually really scary. Like if he gets it, because it's a throw mix-up that you can't tell what throw he's doing, and he can just go into a combo throw and like he might just end your life because he can do so much damage. But when you look at it in practice, well, you can duck the grab, you can hop kick, like people do a lot of crazy things to get out of the mix-up. So King can actually go several matches without really being able to implement his main mix-up. But, you know, King is designed to have other things to do and able to punish people in situations that other characters can't, in order to get them to stay still, to think about like, oh shit, well he's been punishing me, and then to try to give you an opportunity to run that mix-up. I mean, I've watched you and other, you know, high-level Kings and like watch matches, and there's several matches that you'll go without even really being able to use your crouch dash mix-up or anything, and it's just like, well, that sucks. Like, you have this mix-up that is really scary on paper that you're not really able to implement very well because the game is not really allowing you to do that. Like,
because they ain't got no goddamn frames to keep a nigga still. So, okay.
Yo, what do you guys think about Leo being top tier despite no tournament results?
Well, I mean,
thanks for the overlay, Lo. Appreciate it. Cause she, like, I think it looks good too.
I'm glad y'all appreciate it, man. It's made by these hands. You know what I'm saying? These hands.
I mean,
phalanges.
Leo's had some decent tournament results. I don't think Leo has won any major tournaments or anything, but yeah, Leo's placing very well. So like,
and I also would like to.
You have a couple of them.
I also would like to say, tournament placings don't necessarily mean that the character is not good. You know, because we've seen good tournament placings from Eddie and Lucky Chloe. And none of them are top 8 characters in the game. Neither one of those are top 8 characters in the game.
That character, outside of having like huge counter hit damage, is really not a good character. But
so you never really look at tournaments for the results. You don't look at tournament results. You have to look at the players really when it comes to tournaments, because you could have 1,000 sorry ass Devil Jin players and one very good Gigas player, and Gigas could beat the brakes off of all of them sorry ass Devil Jins. Would not make Devil Jin sorry character, would not make Gigas the best character in the game. Yeah. So as far as who plays Leo, Wade Gamble. Wade Gamble definitely the premier Leo player.
Yeah, and I mean, he's been doing pretty well in tournaments from
over in Korea right now, actually.
Yeah.
Him and a few of the other ones, I think Speed Kicks, Peeling, they all went over there. A1 Leo. I didn't really get to play him too much, but
yeah, plus also like when you look at Leo, just like what the character does and stuff, it's just like a really strong kit. Like, you got good poach, you have a very solid 50-50 game that gives you a good reward off of either the mid or the low, and your wall game is pretty good. It's kind of crazy.
What is the King's Rave Drive on frames? I think it's like +8, and I think it's a 16 frame move.
+8.
+8 on block though. I think if I'm correct.
Leo's a very good character though.
Yeah, hands down, Leo definitely belongs in that top 10 character slot. I think maybe the reason you don't see her is because, I mean, maybe they're just easier characters to play with. Even though I'm not exactly sure if she's hard to play with. Maybe her combos are hard.
She's not hard to play with, but I mean, somebody like Paul does kind of what she wants to do, but it's way easier to play.
Easier, yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, maybe something like that. That might be why.
I don't know. I feel like that must be the only real reason, because I can't think of nothing else. I mean, on paper, I don't know why the fuck you don't see more Leos.
I mean, I've said the same thing again about Jin. So
yeah, that's true, Jin. But I can understand Jin, because like Jin actually is hard to play with once people get around all your shenanigans. You know, once people get around like the stuff you like to use and they know how to get around, then he becomes hard in execution. And it's like, if I'm gonna play Jin, I might as well play Devil Jin. Even though he don't got the poking tools.
I guess so, yeah. But
he ain't got the poking tools of Jin, but fuck it, I just go for these 50-50s, like what we're talking about. Because it's an accessible 50-50. Then, you know, it's like, okay, fuck it, I just go for that shit all day long. But you know,
I don't know. I guess I feel they kind of do two different things, but
they do. They do.
I guess you could look at it like that.
Well, I'm just thinking about the player that looks at Jen and decides that I don't want to have to do all this shit with Jen. Well, I can go get Devil Jen and do the main things Jen is looking to do, which is knock me off my fucking feet or launch me in the air. Fuck that. I just go get Devil Jen. I don't even need to use my fucking electric with Devil Jen. It's just an option.
Well, I mean, what about like Law? Just like we were talking about last week with Jimmy's list. Like, if Law is so strong, then how come we don't see Law players?
Yeah, like I said, it's just easy to use sometimes creates players. Because if we see tons of Jack very easy to be very gay with. Plain and simple.
Yeah, this is why you see me like, hey yo, what's going on, Fuzo?
What's going on, Fuzo? What's happening with your home?
So, yeah.
Guess we'll move on to this next piece though, you know what I'm saying, because it kind of ties in a little bit of what we got going on.
It does a little bit.
A little bit, you know what I'm saying. That is nature versus nurture. Now, how that ties in exactly, I'll give you a good example. Some people are impatient as fuck. They be wilding out. That's just their nature, you know what I'm saying? They'll wild out and do crazy ass moves, so they need crazy ass mix-ups to somewhat level out their nonsensical actions, right?
I suppose.
Might just be in their nature. While other people only wild out because they see other people wild out. They don't necessarily wild out. They don't know why they're doing that shit, but they see everybody else do it, so they just do it. It's like people who, you know, fucking glitch sidestep in Tekken DR. They don't even know why the fuck you're supposed to do it, but they saw other people doing it. Fuck it. I'm just gonna do it. Everybody else do it. You know. Nurture versus nature.
Yeah. Kind of how we came up with this, just to get a little background on it. Is,
Tell us about it, Blake.
Yeah, like, you know, when we were watching movie on Subpar Sundays.
Hey man, movie night with Mike.
Movie night with Mike.
Sunday nights, every Sunday. Make sure y'all check it out.
And we were watching Circle, and so like, you know, the guy that just said nature or whatever,
that boy Intelligente
was saying that he thinks that people are born how they are going to be, like, so far as like all their personality and tendencies and things like that, but the rest of us that were talking about it, they, like Iceman, Cuddlecore, and myself, whatever, we didn't really agree. And I don't agree with that just because, well, for several reasons. Like, one, scientifically it doesn't make any sense because, like, you don't really have any, I guess, develop like habits or personality traits or anything when you're born. So you get all that through stimulation of your brain, and you see different things and experience different things. You see how people around you act, and so then you determine, like, you know, this is, you know, how people act in society. This is how people view. Now, when you get older, you know, it's like you develop kind of like your own thinking and stuff like that. And also, if you have any kind of like weird, I guess, chemical imbalances in the brain or whatever, like, they usually are more apparent as you get older, whatever. So for people that are like sociopaths or, like, you know, serial killers and stuff like that. So, but generally speaking, you're not going to really have any personality traits or anything developed until, you know, you receive that stimuli in your brain, and your brain develops and stuff with the things that you see and experience and things like that. Now, there's some things that you're going to inherit, I guess, on a genetic level, but for the most part, so far as like how you're going to be as a person in society, like, no, I do not agree with the nature argument at all.
Okay, so I definitely feel like you covered most of the bases of what I think about this situation, which is pretty much like there are inherent traits that you have as a person that probably are completely nature. So I'll give you a good example. My dad's never been really around me ever in my life, really. You know, he's there here and there every once in a while. Probably collectively like 2 or 3 collective years over the 30-something years I've been alive, right? Even with that being the case, there are things about his personality in the spread out amount of time that he's ever been around me. Most of it was me being an adult. Me and him share a lot of traits on how we do things. A good example might be like when you insult our intelligence, that shit sends us through the roof. Like, just sends us straight through the roof. It's like it's a automatic flip switch. You know, we're both non-violent people, but if you get us to the violent portion, we'll probably try to kill you. We'll probably try to get you the fuck up out of there. You know, we don't make the same type of life decisions, per se, but at the end of the day, just the way we deal in certain situations is very similar. You know, it's very similar in certain ways that we deal with things. Now, I think the nurture portion that comes into play is the reason that I'm not exactly like you. Like the fact that I may have grew up and saw a lot of crazy stuff going on in my life, but I was taught better. You know, my environment was crazy, but I was somewhat shielded from it. So because I was somewhat shielded from the environment, it taught me how to look at things in a way and deal with things in a manner that if I was just out in them streets, I would have been a completely different person. And so while I think you have certain tendencies that are inherited, I think the nurturing of those tendencies, how they're shaped, molded, like you could be somebody who has a hot temper, right? It could just be in your family blood. Your daddy might have it. Your granddaddy might be hot tempered. It might go all through your whole goddamn family. But you might be the person that they taught how to deal with the temper. And so because of that, while naturally you might be a hot tempered person, you may have been taught to embrace that and just say, okay, I know I'm going to do this when I get in these situations. So the best way I learned to calm myself down and not have this shit happen is, you know, I go through whatever procedure that was taught to me, and then I respond that way. A good example of something that is nature versus nurture, that's very, very easy example to understand, is like when you see a bug, right? People who are raised around people that are not afraid of bugs, like let's say a roach or something, they may see a roach and they look at it and they just kill that motherfucker and that's it. There's nothing else to it. If you were raised around people that are squirmish of bugs, they may see that bug and jump back. So as a child, when you see a bug crawling across the wall, you see this roach, you're used to being around people who see it and don't worry about it. They just look at it and you'll just look at it like, oh, it's just a goddamn roach. I guess I'll kill that shit, or, you know, we'll let Fred chill for the day. You know what I'm saying? But then when it comes down to, the idea of jumping when you see that roach, it's like, oh shit, mama sees that roach and she jumped. I must supposed to jump. I must be supposed to be afraid of this roach that's on the wall because mama squirms when she sees it. Those are things that are nurtured, and there's no nature involved in that. Because if it was just left up to you, you might naturally not even be afraid. You might just look at that shit, it's like, oh, it's insignificant, and fuck it. And I think that's where the lines get blurred so much in this discussion, because I see Radis Maid, she says you may not be a killer on the inside, but if you need to be one, you will be one. Oh, okay. No, I thought that said something else. I thought it said something like if you're born to be a killer, you'll be one. But no, I don't think that certain situations outside of mental health issues, because that is a whole new ballpark. Like what you were saying about chemical imbalances and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to like chemical imbalances, those are anomalies. Those are not the norm. Those are people that are the exception to the rule. Everybody's not running around psychopathic. Everybody's not running around with schizophrenic thoughts and homicidal thoughts in their head. Most people have a moral compass that's instilled in them through their upbringing.
And through their experiences.
Yeah. Now I do like to play devil's advocate and say, you had a whole bunch of babies, you dropped them off on a island, and somehow they were able to survive. Okay, we'll just say you dropped milking. The stork dropped milk in every fucking week. You know what I'm saying? Until these motherfuckers was able to get up on their fucking feet and work like some real adults. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Baby better get a job at 3 years old. Anyway, I wonder, with no experience and no influence to the outside world, what would shape people's personality in that situation?
But you would already have, okay, so like in a situation like that, you would already have experience to the outside world, because they're like, if they were just like stuck on some island somewhere, like they're doing whatever they would need to do for self-preservation. So like that would be their main objective and the main thoughts through all of their actions. Now they wouldn't have any kind of like societal tendencies because they haven't been a part of society. They've been on an island. So whatever interaction that they're going to have, until they would either learn otherwise or just say fuck it, just keep living the way I'm living, everything is going to be about self-preservation.
That's true.
For them. So that would be kind of a weird example, but
yeah. And like I said,
have you never met brothers with different morals? Sure, not like base moral compasses if they were raised together for the most part, but I mean, as you grow older, people develop their own sensibilities based on things that they like or don't like, or things that they've experienced and been like, I think this is true, or I don't think this is true, or whatever. I mean, yeah, you have people that differ so far as that goes. But do I think that like that's inherent, that no matter where that person would have been raised, they would go in whatever direction that they go? No, I don't agree with that.
Yeah, and I mean, you gotta think about this in simpler form. I mean, you have two people born together who hang out together, have the same moral upbringing, but may know two different things about a situation and may look at a situation completely different. One person may see that a person got shot. The other person may saw that the first person shot his brother. Did not know. So one person may decide that, oh, he shot that guy, he's a horrible person, and the other brother might feel like, hey, you know what? He's justified. You just didn't see what happened to him. Brother A may say, it don't matter, you don't shoot somebody, because he didn't see what happened to him. And he can't feel that because he's not present. His perspective is different. All it takes is a couple degrees of perspective change, and the outlook on life can be completely different than what it is right now. I mean, just think about this. Marty, what happened if before you ever met me, you know what I'm saying, you fucking won the lottery, right? Just on some random shit. Your whole life and perspective on life could be completely different from the time you make that money than what you have on your mind right now. The person that you are may be completely different. Hell, I'll tell it to you like this. When I was broke, nigga looked at life completely different than when I got some change in my pockets, okay? The way I looked at getting chicks, completely different. What I thought about chicks was completely different. Hell, what I thought about myself was completely different. And that was all based off of a perspective that changed in my life. Something that I learned through an experience that I went through. That had nothing to do with my upbringing. You know what I'm saying? I was always taught to treat chicks one particular way. Well, an experience could teach me to treat a chick a completely different way. It might have better results. You know what I'm saying? For what I want the results to be. So, you know, it just, to say that certain things are natured, I think the things that are natured are like personality traits. And, you know, there's a discussion as to like, you know, is homosexuality nature and nurture? I think that's kind of like, you know, 50-50. I don't know what the biology is on it. I haven't seen any hard biology on it, but
there hasn't really been any. That's kind of like the weird part about the study of homosexuality is like there hasn't really been much that's come out as like, yeah, this was what happens on like a genetic level or anything like that. There hasn't really been much like that. So it's kind of interesting. Like I'm kind of in the 50-50 boat too. Like I think that, you know, there may be some people that are, you know, born towards leaning towards that, and maybe some that aren't. I'm not really sure, to be honest. Yeah, there's just not really much out there on it.
I think what I've always just, the only thing that's probably ever concerned me about it was just kind of, that gave me like the nature. I mean, not the nature, the nurture feeling.
I mean, until I've never seen a 3-year-old that was like, you know, I could tell was a heterosexual either, that was like going after girls or like interested in girls at 3 years old either. So it's, I mean, you wouldn't even be able to really determine that honestly until like a certain age. So.
I think the thing for me that has always gave me the feeling of like, it even interjected the nurturing portion is just, you know, y'all hear us talking crazy over here all the time about some swinging Richards and shit, but in actuality, I guess the only thing ever to me has ever been questionable is like, you know, I don't understand the need to act a certain way just because you enjoy, you know, that kind of sex. I mean, at the end of the day, if I enjoyed pissing on chicks, you know, or getting pissed on or some shit, if that was my shit that I like to do, that wouldn't determine how I walk around in life. You know what I'm saying? That wouldn't make my voice change and my clothes change.
Now, see, Danny, that's I agree with that. Like, a study does become a breach of ethics, and there's not really anything to test for, like, for, you know, if someone's homosexual. Like I guess you could, like, maybe. That'd be really weird because you would have to track, like, however many thousand or million of individual people on a genetic level from the time that they're born until like whatever point in life, and then
I just don't think it's that serious, really. You know.
Well, I'm not saying it's serious, but I'm saying just to find out.
Like, just to understand it. Yeah, I get that. Yeah,
just I'm not saying it's an issue, but I'm just saying like how you could go about it. Like one way you could do that, but but that would require such a ridiculous amount of like setup and just like Danny said, it does breach an ethical code as far as like, you know, genetic testing and studying and things like that. So that's kind of
I think it's just always something
to go into.
You know, I think it just for the most part, I think it's more interesting, but I think it's more interesting than it should be because at the end of the day, I think it's all the extra stuff that comes along with it, like the way they act externally. Because I'll put it to you this way: I don't think that homosexuality probably would be on anybody's mind whatsoever if people that were homosexual were just like normal, like just acting. Okay, I'll put it to you like if Johnny Bravo was a homosexual.
I know what you're talking about, and that's the thing though. Like, I know quite a few people, you know, who are gay, and the majority of them
to play the game, Dante.
The majority of people I know that are gay don't really have like the exaggerated expressions that you're talking about, like, you know, speaking with a lisp and doing all the like weird gestures and stuff. Like, I feel it's like partially a socially constructed.
And that's where
action.
I say with the nature, the nurture portion, because I don't think it would be I don't think people really give a damn what you do in your bedroom. Okay, I told y'all I done goddamn played Call of Duty with chicks. I done gave chicks golden showers. You know what I'm saying? I done been swingers club with my homegirls, some my ex-girlfriend. You know, like I done all kind of crazy shit with chicks, right? Nobody cares what the fuck I do in my bedroom. If for some reason I was a dude that was into dudes, if I did stuff with a dude in a bedroom, that doesn't got nothing to do with the rest of my life. You know, that is why I think that the only reason this of a concern to anybody is, I guess, maybe some health reasons. You know, maybe some health reasons.
It's got nothing to do with that. It's
really just the social outlook. When people are going far beyond, people just get weirded out by stuff like a dude.
It's mainly just, I mean, it doesn't even have to. People aren't even just weirded out by, like, you know, the weird flamboyant actions. It's like, even if you just mention to a lot of people that, you know, someone is gay or whatever, and they instantly talk about and get like creeped out about it or whatever, like what they're doing in their bedroom. It's like, well, you don't care what this dude is doing with this girl in his bedroom because that's normal to them. It's anything that's different for a lot of people, they it's not even actually just a religious aspect. It's just like anything that's different to people. A lot of times, like hell, even fucking skin color stuff. Like when you talk about like people of different races having sex together, for some people that's still like a completely taboo and weird thing. Like I'm serious. Like,
I know. I'm just thinking about that what we talked about the other week.
Yeah.
Marty was a goddamn what we called you? A novelty nigger.
You called me a token novelty.
Yeah, novelty nigger. Okay.
Novelty nigger. Yeah, but it's like that, and so like some people still think that that's like a taboo thing. Like, oh my God, you're having sex with like that black guy, or like that Chinese.
You put all that in you? God damn!
Oh, man.
What the fuck I'm supposed to do with you? I heard about those niggas. You know what I'm saying? I heard about those guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean,
hey man, we never did find that thing is sideways though. You know what I'm saying? But anyway.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, so it's not even like a religious aspect or anything. It's just different from
just people
from what the norm is, and some people just have a real problem with that. You know?
Like I don't fuck with them top buttons, but you know.
Well, we're not having that discussion. but yeah, so it's just something, you know, and that's part of a nurture thing because it's just like indoctrinated in people that like this is the way people are supposed to be, and if anybody is different, then like, you know, they're evil, weird heathens, and they deserve all of your, you know, spire and, you know, all that. So it's,
you know, the nature versus nurture thing is just, it's so many facets that it just flows into. I don't think that there's ever a chance for you to say that one highly outweighs the other. I think they are in conjunction with each other. If anything, I think maybe nurture weighs heavily, a little more heavily over nature, because while we're naturally,
that's 100% true.
because while there's a lot of things that we're naturally inclined to do, you definitely can be put in environments where you would do shit that you know is wrong, like things that you know you feel are wrong in the first place, that you might not even been taught. You might just feel, I don't know what it's like to be in a place and not have rules. There's always been rules everywhere I've lived. But maybe you might just naturally feel like killing another person, it just something bothers you about that. But put in the right situation, your ass might just kill the fuck out of somebody. You know what I'm saying? And you're not going to be thinking about anything else but, you know, why you need to kill this person. And that could just be based on your situation where you are. Hell, you might be from a place where killing is not even a bad thing. That's just the way you live. You know, there's a place in Orlando where I used to live. Niggas was dying all the time. Drugs on the corner. Okay. You selling drugs on the corner? All right. Shit, I'm still walking to the store. That shit's not even a problem to me. You know. Oh, look, it's a fucking shootout. Oh well, fuck it. You know, that shit happen all the fucking time. Am I supposed to be afraid of that shit? You know, as opposed to maybe somebody in suburbia. boy, let somebody even break a fucking glass loud outside. Motherfuckers might call the cops on you. The music loud as fuck. They playing them goddamn coon tunes. Whoa, it's a lot of coon tunes coming from the house.
Yeah,
can't have that shit. So it's just a matter of I think a lot of it nurture definitely is more influential than nature. But if somebody really just asked me my honest opinion, definitely a 50-50 thing. I wouldn't even know how to argue that nature is. When is there an argument that nature is ever the dominant? Maybe if, like, I guess when it comes to reproduction, maybe. I mean,
I usually find most people arguing from a criminal psychology aspect of such, like why people do the things they do, like why people commit crimes and other things the way they do. And some people it's like a crime out of necessity, like they went to go rob someplace because they were they're dirt poor, and they gotta have money, and they ended up having to kill somebody in order to get that money. But in their mind it was either my family eats or they die. So it's either you or my family, so I'm choosing you, and like you're gonna get killed. But some people just kill because they have like some weird fascination with it, or like this, like I said before, like chemical imbalance in the brain, and like various reasons, like they have some kind of like psychological condition or whatever. But usually when you hear nature versus nurture, you usually, or at least I usually hear it anyway, when talking about like the criminal psychology field.
Yeah, I can see how that could be the case. Definitely. Now I guess that's where it just goes back to me. Like, I always think it's ridiculous.
I just want to address this. Like, so far as leadership, good versus evil. Okay, good or evil is an entirely subjective thing. Like, there's no real objective like this is good or this is evil. Like,
that much is true.
It's like it's pretty relative so far as to like who is considered quote unquote good or who's evil,
the authority on
and leadership. There's plenty of people that were timid throughout their entire lives, and then they their situations and stuff and their experiences turned them into someone who wanted to be a leader for whatever cause. Like, it's not really people just having to be born, this person's going to be a leader, this person's a born leader, this person is whatever. Like, that stuff can be taught through experience. And there's a lot of people that try to say that leadership can't be taught, or that's not true at all.
That definitely isn't the case.
Definitely not true. Giver or taker, again, that's due to experience. Like, you could be poor or grow up poor, and for example, I have a cousin that does a lot of social work in like the Maryland area and stuff, because she grew up poor and knows the experiences of what it's like to not really have much coming up, and so she that spurred her to go and do a lot of social work in that area, trying to help lower income families and stuff, because like that's just what she wants to do now. So due to her experience, that's what she does.
And to go back to your said good thinks of others, evil takes advantage of others. Well, I mean, once again, that still is kind of relative, because it's just like you said. I mean, let's say I'm thinking of others. I'm thinking of my family. Listen, I got to do what I got to do. I'm responsible for my kids, and I can't get hired. So the only way there's going to be food on the table, I got to make some sacrifice of myself. If I got to go out and die trying to rob you, or you got to die, or I got to take food out your kid's stomach, listen, I got to put my kids before me. Whatever consequences befall myself, some would say I'm doing it in a righteous manner, because I'm doing it for what I deem to be a good cause. From your perspective, getting robbed, I'm only an evil bastard. It doesn't matter what my motivation is, because I'm taking food out of your kid's stomach. So now I'm just the evil, the lone evil soldier out there doing all the crime and horrible things in the world. Now, obviously, you can't base good and evil off of laws made by man, because at the end of the day, that is completely relative. I mean, there are some countries where you might call somebody the wrong pronoun and might get your ass thrown in jail. You know what I'm saying? Now, here in America, we would think that was utterly ridiculous, because that ain't what our laws are. But if you live somewhere where that was the law, you would think Americans are completely ridiculous, completely evil. You know what I'm saying? Which, that's debatable. But, you know, your morals and your laws definitely are dictated by where you are in the world and what your society deems to be moral and ethical.
And now, yeah, there are plenty of people that grow up poor and they do the opposite, but there's actually, like, more experts would argue that what you're talking about is more of nurture than nature anyway, because you're growing up in a poor, desolate place, so that's all that you know all around you, so you think that that's how life is supposed to be because you just grew up poor. You grew up poor and desolate. Like how people experience things or whatever, they take them and they do different things with them based on the experiences. Like that's not really like a, you know, just this person's just naturally whatever. It's just some people are just like, well, fuck it. Like we're all poor and desolate. Like I'm gonna feed off of other people around me. I'm gonna rob people here and all that stuff because I can't go anywhere else and, you know, get a job. And it usually comes from experiences too. Like there's a lot of cases where people try to get themselves out of those situations, but just because of their background or their skin color or where they're from or whatever, they can't get the opportunities necessary to lift themselves out of the situation that they're in. So those experiences make them do the things that they do so far as like, well, fuck it, I can't get a job, I can't get anywhere, like nobody will give me anything, like I can't go do anything. Fuck it, I gotta eat somehow, so I'm gonna take money from this motherfucker. And like, it just, that's the reason why you see that cycle happen in poor communities, because crime has always been linked to
poverty,
always. It's never been linked to any kind of like, you know, any kind of race or like genetic group or anything like that. It's always linked to poverty. Like crime is always linked to poverty. So, and of course it's normal crime, really. Not counting like, you know, money laundering or embezzlement.
Oh yeah,
but like
we can't even commit them kind of crimes. You ain't got the fucking money. Nigga, we can't do regular laundry. You talking about money laundering?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like I wish I could have some fucking Tide in my goddamn house. I got to buy the fucking dollar store shit that leave my skin itchy. You know what I'm saying? Right, shit got me scratching and rashing up. You know what I'm saying? Arms look like fucking, I got polka dots all up and down my fucking arm. Look like a goddamn. Like you got
measles or
like I got fucking measles all up and down my fucking arm. You know what I'm saying? My back breaking out. Look like the Croc from damn Batman and shit. You know, all kind of horrible shit going on. Look like a nigga got zits growing on his goddamn kneecaps. Because the jean denim, I can't wash that shit correctly because I'm using some shit called Sun. You know what I'm saying? This shit $1.10. You know what I'm saying? For a 45-gallon damn container. This shit straight acid, tearing my fucking legs up.
Now see, that's not true until I say. Rich criminals do get caught. They just don't get prosecuted.
Okay.
There's a big difference. Like they definitely get caught. Like if they're taking money from other rich people or whatever, and they're like, you know, money laundering or embezzling from a corporation, they definitely get caught.
Oh yeah.
But they have enough money to where they're like, okay, well, you know, let's work something out. Like instead of me going to jail, how about like we settle this way or settle that way or something like that.
How about I convince you that it's better for society for me to be out of jail, making more money for taxes, than to be in jail not making you any tax money.
Exactly. Like when you get to that side of it, like it becomes a completely different moral base based on money. Like that's a completely different situation there. But yeah, so I mean, I definitely, like I said before, I think nurture has more of an influence over how people are going to act, particularly in, a society like the one that we have set up here with the rules that we have and stuff like that. Like, I think it, nurture definitely has more of an effect. And you can definitely see it with, like, a big example is money.
Yeah.
When you see people, like, a lot of times, once people that never had money, didn't have money, get money.
Oh yeah.
It's a world.
Yeah.
Difference, like an absolute world of difference. And yes, you're right. That does skew the statistics of criminal records. Like, these people don't get prosecuted or whatever. And yes, that's true. Truth. Greed is the root of all evil, not necessarily money itself, but the love of money as translated, or greed, is the root of all evil. Because I mean, if you got rid of greed, you would solve like pretty much all of the world's problems.
But you can't get rid of it.
Yeah, you can never get rid of greed.
Get rid of it. It's an innate human feeling. So. Just the level of greed that you have determines on what you're willing to do for it. Truth, it's funny you say that. There was a prolific artist. Made me think about something one time. He said to me, if money is the root of all evil, then what are the leaves on the money trees? MIC_ATL. Check them out. You know what I'm saying? Gross nigga.
As if we didn't know who the artist was.
Hey, I'm just letting you know, man.
Alright. But, I mean, yeah, it's... greed is, like I said, it's something that you can never really get rid of. I mean, people...
Yeah, man. Listen, folks, we on that greed tip, man. Niggas stole my fucking 6 peanut butter jars, bro. 6 peanut butter jars. Let's talk about it, bro. Let's on Let's Talk. Let's talk about it. Okay, a nigga went to work. Okay, because niggas was too sorry to go get a job and buy their own fucking Bubba burgers. Okay, I come home. I'm about to bite right into a goddamn sandwich. I'm thinking about this damn burger all the way to fuck home. Riding the bus. Been up since damn 4 o'clock in the morning. Here it is. It's goddamn 9 o'clock at night. I'm finally getting home. I'm like, oh yeah, man. I'm about to get me one of these burgers. Throw that thing on the stove. Inside the stove. I'm going to season that mug. You know what I'm saying? It's already goddamn shaped. So I just got to throw my seasonings on it. I got to throw my seasonings on that thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I'm going to put some lettuce, some goddamn tomato. I'm going to have the goddamn Hawaiian glaze on that thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have the sesame seed. Actually, just regular slices of bread. But I'm going to imagine the sesame seeds on that mug. And I'm going to tear these burgers up. I reach into the freezer. I look. I said, I don't feel them. Maybe I'm in the wrong part of the freezer. I close. Maybe I put them in the refrigerator. I open the refrigerator up. No fucking burgers. Bro, it was a 12 pack of goddamn burgers. 12. Before I left for work. Where did they go? Nobody knows. It's only 3 people at the house. 2-3 people at the house. What happened to the fucking burgers? Hush burgers. Never found out what fucking happened to the burgers. The next day came home 6 jars of peanut butter gone. Nigga, who eats 6 peanut butter jars? Nigga, your throat would close up. Your bowels would not even move. You know what I'm saying? You would be backed up like 285 traffic at 5 o'clock p.m. when there is a baseball game and a football game and NCAA basketball weekend and They having the Memorial Day parades and Dragon Con and Pride weekend. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
All kind of backed up. 6 jars of peanut butter. Don't know what happened to that shit either. Getting your boy food all the way up out of here. Greedy niggas. My bad, man. I ain't mean to get loud in your ears like that, man.
I mean, okay, that's all I'm saying. If that's what you want to take from the entire conversation, like, I just feel you completely missed the point. If you're just going to point out that greed is human nature and then feel that you're right about it, then, like, I can't do anything about that. Like, yes, like, greed is something that people feel naturally, but, like, nurturing determines how people are going to act upon that. Like yeah, everybody feels the need to get stuff that they want or whatever, but like, you know, most people, the way that society is, like, are nurtured into like, well, it's wrong to just go out and like steal the stuff I want from people, or well, it's like you have a very few minority that is going to be greedy enough to be like, well, I'm just gonna like screw over whoever to get what I want. Like, that's actually a misconception. Like, a lot of people think that all people that are rich are just like these greedy assholes that just like are heartless and just are gonna stomp on everybody in their way to get what they want. That's not necessarily true. Like, you have some people that are like that, but I mean, for the most part, you know, most people don't act on, you know, greed to the point where they're going to be harmful to themselves and others in order to get what they want. That's not a general thing. That's going to happen.
Yeah. Well.
So where's our guest at?
Oh, she almost about ready. We got one more topic before anyway.
Do we?
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
Well, no. I thought we were. Okay, so I thought we were going to share that after her because it kind of like told to have her perspective on it. Would also.
I mean,
with the Who's tab, is that the one you're talking about?
Huh? Yeah, Who's tab? Who's tab?
Well, I thought we were gonna do that after she came here.
Oh no, we were actually supposed to do that first, but we skipped by it.
Okay, well, yeah, all right, sure.
Yeah. Okay. We can ask her about it, but we're about to move on to this next subject. I hope everybody got something out of that. If y'all have some questions about it, you know, we'll address that at the end. But there was something brought to the table, you know what I'm saying, by our boy Iceman. Holla at your boy Iceman.
Yeah, shout out to Ice.
There was a story about a chick. I'm pretty sure that maybe you have a better understanding. He talked to you more about it. I saw it a little bit.
Yeah, so from what I remember of it, yeah, from what I remember of it, it was this guy went out on a date with this woman, right? And they went out on a date, and I guess everything went fine. Everything was, you know, good and everything like that. And
that shit was loud as hell. Goddamn.
Yeah, it really was loud. And when they were done with the date, and she wanted him, you know, since they got food or whatever, and she wanted him to buy food for. I think she had like 3 or 4 kids from what Iceman said.
Yeah.
So to go buy food for all the kids, right? And so he eventually said, "Well, no, I'm not going to do that." And so he posted the story later, and it was like, you know, guys, am I wrong for not buying food for her kids? And you know, I personally was like, well, hell no, you're not wrong. Like you took her on a date, like, because this is someone you're dating. Like, you're not. I mean, you don't have any responsibility towards her kids. I mean, they're not your kids, so you don't really have any responsibility towards them. So, I mean, you could do it if you wanted to, I guess, but should you feel obligated to? In my opinion, no. Like, I don't.
Listen, I've been out on many dates. I've been a stepdaddy many a times. Never had any kids of my own. I've never came across this, okay? A chick come up to me talking about some, I know we on a date, but can you buy my kids something to eat? First off, I'm probably gonna be thinking that I'm on a prank show or something. I'm gonna be looking underneath the table.
You looking for a camera?
I'm looking for all the cameras. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I didn't want to buy your deal. You know, I didn't want to buy your dinner. You know what I'm saying? And then you telling me to buy some damn dinner for some kids I don't even know. These motherfuckers might be bad. They might not even deserve to eat today. You know what I'm saying? I know I used to get timed out, probably because we was poor, so probably just ain't had no food. My mama told me I was bad, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not buying your kids no Happy Meals. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna take you out to eat. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a gentleman like that. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I like to take you out to the high end places. You know, Steak and Shake. I don't be taking you no goddamn McDonald's. You know, so I'm take you to Steak and Shake. You know what I'm saying? You get you a fire ass milkshake, many of flavors. You know what I'm saying? You got a long ass combo meal you can choose from. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
You think I'm gonna take and pull out my pocket for some kids that probably don't even respect me from the next nigga? You know what I'm saying? See me on the street, trip me up, throw some goddamn spit wads at me, you know, some paper wads, and call me a weak nigga. You know what I'm saying? Probably would hate to see me with their mama, especially if I'm doggy fucking them. You know what I'm saying? But in the worst case scenario, I don't know what a person would be thinking just on a person to person level. You know, I don't know, maybe because of the person I am. It's hard for me to just ask people for shit. But that's just me. Like, I'll probably go without. But I'm also a very giving person, so I'll give somebody the shirt off my back if I feel like they deserve it. But I'm just getting to know you. Like I said, it's the first date. I don't even know why I'm buying your food, really. You know what I'm saying? Unless I coerce you to come out. I don't even know why I'm buying your food. But that's a whole nother subject matter there. But anyway, to have me buy your goddamn kids some food, we at the damn Cheesecake Factory because I'm trying to impress. You know what I'm saying? I done took you to Houston's. You know, I'm really trying to get the draws. You know what I'm saying? So I done spent all the money. You know what I'm saying? I'm spending all the bread. You know what I'm saying? I'm spending more bread than they bringing out to the table for hors d'oeuvres. You know what I'm saying? But you telling me, hey, listen, I had a great time with you. I really enjoy all that we did, all the laughter, and you know, you mind getting my son and my daughter, just get them some buns, you know what I'm saying? Get them some garlic bread and some spaghetti and some macaroni and cheese. I'm gonna stuff it in my purse, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna take this out. We're gonna take this out. I'm gonna actually look like, you know what? Here's the check. Here's an extra drink for you, because you're gonna be thirsty on the way home while you walking, because I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Pace. You know what I'm saying? I'm also gonna leave a card because I know some Uber drivers, and maybe you should get a discount from the Uber drivers. But I ain't buying your kids no damn food the first date. I don't even know if I want to see you again. And maybe you just solidified I'm not going to see you again.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely on a first date. If she's asking that, like, yeah, we're definitely done. Like, that's not only is that not happening, like, I'm not calling you anymore, like, you're not gonna see me no more.
The audacity, though, bro. The audacity.
I mean, hey,
like, what do I get to ask for on a first date if you asking me to buy your kids school supplies? You know what I'm saying? What am I getting to ask for on the first date? Bump the ass, okay? I'm not asking for ass on the first date. I'm gonna be the first person to let you know, okay? As much as I love women, and as much as I enjoy sexual encounters, sex ain't gonna do it for me. You got to come with extra. As my boy Patrice O'Neal used to say, the pussy is just the wheels on the car, okay? I'm buying the car because of all the extra features, all right? You know, not because the wheels that are on the motherfucker. Those are just mandatory. You know what I'm saying? That comes, if you're not, don't sell me no Lexus with no wheels. What the fuck I'm gonna do with that? You know what I'm saying? You know, so that's just what that is. I don't even know what I could ask for that would be equally as egregious as having you ask me to pay for your kids' tuition on the first
Whoa, okay.
You know, the first night we go out. You know what I'm saying?
Tuition.
Hey man, once you asking for food, it's just going to escalate. Might as well take it all the way to what you really want.
Oh man.
Could you pay my child support? Could you pay me child support? I know we just came out here, but I need some child support. You know what I'm saying? Listen, all I know is that is wild. I don't even know what the chick was thinking.
I don't know either. I mean, that's just something that, whew.
It's amazing what people do in these streets, man. I mean, but I guess they say a closed mouth don't get fed, so I mean,
this man said a threesome with her best friend. Wow.
That still ain't gonna cover up that. It's very audacious to ask somebody to buy your kid food when they don't even know you. Like, it's different if I met this chick in a parking lot of a Maxway, a Kroger or something, you know, and then she come up to me and want, okay, that's cool. Okay, I'll help you out because I'm a generous man. You know what I'm saying? I only believe in giving to others. You know what I'm saying? So if I got some change in my pocket, or if I got the means to an end and I can help you out and stuff, we can do that. But not when you're supposed to be spending intimate time and I'm supposed to get to know you, and at the end, before I pull out my card, you know what I'm saying? Don't trust the cash, lose it every time. And so it's like, oh, you know, I'm supposed to spend this time, I'm supposed to charge this card, and then you slap the card back out my hand. Oh, you put, it's like, hold up. Do y'all got a kids meal? Like, kids meal? The fuck you want off of there? Oh, you must want to do the dessert, but you don't want to eat big portions. Okay, I got you. Because you wasn't talking about no kids meal when you just ordered. When you went to the lobster, filet mignon, goddamn, super Salisbury potatoes with the goddamn vegetable medley, you know what I'm saying? You was not looking at the kids meal. So what are you looking at the kids meal for now? You want a very small ice cream cone and some cherry pie? I appreciate you looking out for my pockets for the dessert area. Oh, you want a whole 6-piece nugget and macaroni and cheese for your kid? Hell no. Get the fuck up out my face. Just saying, not the type of guy I normally am, but I will turn into that guy. Hey, Marty. So she asked you to take care of kids, bro. You ain't gonna buy them kids that food, brother?
No.
Why not, Marty?
Is that not a first date? That's not my kids.
Second date, though.
No.
Why not?
Why would I do that?
Because you really care for this person, Marty.
Oh,
Marty, I can't believe you're the type of person that wouldn't take care of somebody's kids on the first. That's gonna be your future family, Marty. You would be that type of person?
First of all, what indication do I have this is going to be my future family?
Because you went out on a date with her.
Oh yeah.
Don't you understand that's what happened?
Oh yeah, of course. It's totally not going to be like,
first,
I'm going to
you
pay
go
for
on
all
a
this
date.
stuff and then she's going to break up with me or anything like that.
No, of course not.
It's
Y'all are
gonna be a
married.
guaranteed relationship.
Y'all are married.
Okay.
Because when you go out on a date, Marty, and it's something you need to understand, okay?
Oh, okay.
This needs to come. I need to impress this upon your brain.
Okay, go ahead. I'm all ears, Mike.
When she says no, she means no. Okay, Marty? That's anything. You want to watch TV and have fun? She say no? It's no. You want the draws? She say no? You can't get the draws, Marty. You must believe that her yes also means yes to all things. All things that you do not want them to mean yes to. So when you say, can we go out on a date? She says yes. That also means yes, you're responsible for the kids. Yes, I need some bill money. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no.
Yes, you better come with that A1 wood. Okay? Yes, if your wood is weak, I'm going to continue to take your money, but I'm going to find some wood from another lumberjack. You know what I'm saying? But no, you better not go outside this shit. Because you gotta work your way back up the ladder. You know what I'm saying? But make sure you goddamn pay for them kids for breakfast, bro.
Hey, listen, it does not matter who it is until I say like I am a man of my principles. And
yeah, he used to run a school.
Yeah. The principal. The principal.
So you telling me Beyonce tell you to buy Blue Ivy I got that Little Debbie cake. You not doing that shit?
No, because you're like, why don't you buy Blue Ivy a Little Debbie cake? Huh? You make 9 million times what I make or whatever.
Bro, it's always a test.
The kind of money you got. I don't care.
It's always a test, bro. Listen, I think I do have like a cutoff. Like,
okay,
if we went to McDonald's and she said, well, I buy her kid a Happy Meal, I might still feel like that was an audacious attempt. But I might be more willing to. I might bend on that.
If it's like one kid or something, maybe. But she had like 3 or 4 kids from what the story was. Like, no, I'm not buying food for 4 kids.
I think what's the most ridiculous? Were the kids with them?
I don't think so.
That's what makes it so crazy. Okay, like if your kid
Why would
is
the
there.
Kids be with them on like a date?
Listen, some people can't get babysitters, bro. Listen, I used to have a girlfriend. We used to smash, and the kid was goddamn laying at the foot of the bed. You know what I'm saying?
My God.
He was asleep though. You know what I'm saying? He was knocked out. His mama had to have it. I was like, hey man, listen, your kid's down there. One time we knocked the kid right off the fucking bed. You know what I'm saying? He rolled, bumped, hit his head and shit. Woke up, thought I was beating his mama up. Heard her screaming and shit. But you know, she just wooed him back to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Got back to business. So, you know, chicks will bring their kids out if they need to goddamn bring them out. They'll bring them out.
Like, truth, how is that being greedy? Are you serious?
Yeah, man, you being greedy, brother.
How am I being greedy if I don't want to buy food for like 4 kids?
You say you gotta feed the kids no matter what, brother.
Feed hungry kids regardless of the situation? No, look. Not if I'm on a first date with somebody, because that literally is like, they're just using me to feed their kids. Like, that's what it feels like. It's either there's like 3 or 4 kids. Like, what the hell? No.
Marty, you have no idea what it feels like. It feels like they're reaching out for help. They threw the boat out there, Marty. You on a fucking boat, Marty. Mm-hmm. You gonna save her and let the kids drown, Marty?
I didn't know the kids need to be saved in the first place. Like, so this is literally like.
So Marty the type of nigga to be like, your kids shouldn't have been in the pool.
No! Oh my God! Stop! It was me being deceived. And it'll be a one-time thing? No. See, that's where you're wrong. That's not gonna be a one-time thing. Like,
so you're trying to tell me, Marty, that no matter what, you're not buying them kids their goddamn meal? Is that what you're telling me, Marty? I'm gonna have to look at Marty in a new light, man. Yeah. You're letting kids starve out here like Somalians in the middle of goddamn Atlanta.
Yep. Just call me Marty the Cruel. Yeah. That's what I am, I guess. Because I'm not gonna get taken advantage of by a woman on the first date.
You're not being taken advantage of, brother.
That's exactly what's happening.
That man, Marty. Where are your morals, brother? Where are your principles?
I have my principles. This is why I'm not buying those kids that food.
I hear you, brother. I hear you. Alright, well, we about to take a little short break right here. And coming up next, we got a very special guest. As we do our first, I guess it ain't even really our first, but we actually have a name for the segment now. It's called a Slice of Life interview, where we take people from outside of our show. We get people from different perspectives in life, whether it be gamers, mailmen, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Just random people, and we find out, what their perspective is and the perception of things in their career. Tonight we are going to be talking about exotic dancers, strippers, booty models. I don't know what you would call them where y'all are from. Here we just call them strippers, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to have a dancer here tonight who's going to give us the lowdown on the lifestyle that she's experienced, the goods, the bads, the funnies, just giving us her outlook on it. And so you can probably broaden your mind as to what it is that, maybe your perception might be changed after this night. But before we get to that, we're gonna take a little quick break, and we'll be seeing you very shortly.
Well,
Peace.
see you right back.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? We are back. Boy, am I sizzle. Boy, Big Marty. And coming up with us right now, we're going to have us joining us, Miss Toot. You follow her at Instagram on Miss Twerk Some Toot. Okay. Let me pull her up real quick. Oh, how you doing, Miss Twerk Some?
Hi.
Oh, let me give you a little bit. See what you got on. You done went. Oh shit! I'm looking at nothing but the breast now. Okay, there we go. We're gonna fix this camera some kind of way. My bad. There we go.
Hey, no, just trying to step it up to the competition. So.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Trying to step up to the competition. There we go. All right, there you go. Don't make too many sudden moves. Might flip down.
Okay.
Just fucking with you. So how you been doing? How you doing today,
I'm pretty good.
So tell us about yourself. How was your day?
It's okay. It's okay. I went to work, came home. Nothing major happened today.
Nothing major?
No.
So you say nothing major. I mean, what is like your normal day normally?
Usually see a bunch of kids in the neighborhood, see some fights. I see.
Wait, hold on. What? You see some fights?
Yeah.
Wait, where the hell you live at? Well, where do you live?
It's fighting or something?
No, my job.
Oh.
I see kids fight, on the property. I just see a lot of different activities on the property. So today was mellow. Didn't see any fights. Didn't see anything getting stolen or suspicious today. So it wasn't major.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Definitely glad to hear you ain't getting nobody got their eyes swole up. So Miss Toot, let's talk about it. Let's talk about your past. Where you're from. Let's get some family background. Some places, residents that you may have lived, and what brought you today.
Okay, well, I'm from Sanford, Florida. If you guys don't know where that's where Trayvon Martin got killed.
Okay, Sanford, right outside of Orlando.
Yeah,
I know all about that. Also a Florida boy.
Yeah. Okay. What brought me here is like the environment. It wasn't for me, and the people weren't for me. When I say that, it's like a lot of my high school classmates, they have children now, and I'm 23. I don't have any children, and I just didn't want to go that route. And it seems like everyone there has went that route, and it just wasn't for me. And I've been dancing since I was 5, and I know Atlanta is the dancing city.
Whoa! Let's back that up. Dancing since you was 5.
Yeah.
Okay, Florida's not that wild. Okay, I know y'all hear all kind of stories about Florida, man. Listen, it's not that wild down there. Okay, she just meant that she was tap dancing, Gregory Hines with it. Okay, she was ballerina, goddamn Black Swanning. Okay, she was not twerking and jerking. Okay,
definitely.
What you know about goddamn 69 boys though?
Come on.
Huh? You don't know about 95 South. People in this chat don't know nothing about that. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Some of these people wasn't even old when they get. Huh?
Where do you think I get my nickname from?
I don't know where you got it from, okay? But I'll tell you what, you might not be, you ain't old enough to know about all them 69 boys.
What are they famous for? What is their song they're famous for?
The Train?
The Train, and what else song?
What other song?
Mm-hmm.
That's about the only one that they're famous for. They made a whole bunch of songs.
He knows nothing. He don't know nothing.
Oh, you gonna come to school, your boy?
No, I ain't gonna even school you.
Okay.
Do your research.
Do the research?
Do your research.
Is that what it is?
Do your research.
That sounds like the answer to somebody who ain't got the answers. You know what I'm saying?
Do your research.
But, hey man, listen, I ain't on trial here, man. I'm an old man. I forget stuff. You're young and vibrant. Your brain still works at a high level. You know what I'm saying? So, the Tootsie Roll. Is that where you got it from? So you used to be out there going like this.
That's where I get my nickname
Okay,
from.
with the squiggly knees.
My grandpa gave me the nickname TOOT because I used to dance to that song a lot.
All right, holla at your boy Mick Panther in the chat.
Thank you.
Saved your boy, you know what I'm saying? Saved your boy out here. Appreciate that. So you've been dancing since you were 5.
Mm-hmm.
Were you ever in any like dance classes? So you just kind of dance, around your people?
Yeah, my mom, she put me in a lot of different classes. I did a little bit of ballroom dancing. I did a little bit of what is it called? What is it called?
Tootsie rolling?
No, not that. That was like home
Urban
party.
dance. Urban dance class.
Urban dance class.
Yeah, urban dance class. We got a few of those here.
Yeah.
It's I can't remember what it was. It was like a weird dancing. It was like a culture like mix, and like it was like different. It was like African dance. It was like
Were people wearing shoes?
No.
People were not wearing shoes?
No.
Shola could help us out with this. Shola, are you in the chat? Could you help us out with that? It's one of our native African chat members.
Yeah.
He's pretty well versed in the goddamn African culture, dances and stuff. We don't know much about it over here in America, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah, like pretty much any dancing class she felt that I can do good in, she put me in.
Okay.
I danced in middle school. I was on step team in elementary, so.
Okay, so you stepping it up?
Yeah, I
Okay.
did a lot.
All right, that's cool. That's cool. It's good to see that you have like a background. So this is not kind of like a spur of the moment thing for you to get into dancing. It's always been in your blood.
Always.
Always something you've wanted to do. Always something you've been good at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's always good to hear. Any other places you may have lived before you came to Atlanta?
No, just back home.
Just Sanford and here. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Any siblings?
Yes, I have 7 brothers and
Whoa.
4 sisters.
Whoa.
God dang.
Yeah.
Life was real out there in the streets, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of us.
Hey man, listen. You get busy in Florida. It'd be hot.
That's why I left.
Sometimes the fool just gotta get up, snuggle up, make more heat. You know what I'm saying? You can only defeat fire with fire.
Man, that many siblings. I'm jealous. Like, I'm an only child. I've always wanted like siblings. And...
Marty, you don't want 7 brothers and sisters, okay?
I mean, I didn't say I wanted that many, but I just wanted, siblings.
I got a brother.
That's cool though.
I got a brother. He looked nothing like me. He looked very much like me and nothing like me all at the same time. He's probably 50 Shades of Black. No, my brother, he's the sweetest person in the world. You know what I'm saying? He's all of my good qualities, none of my bad qualities. So shout out to Shelton. What's going on with you, Shelton? You know what I'm saying? I hope you get back from what they went to Dubai or Israel or something. I don't know where the hell they be. Him and his wife, they be traveling like a mug. But holla at you, homie. No, you ain't watching this. But anyway, so let's get back to you. You're saying that you had 7 brothers and sisters. That's all from one family unit. Is that dad around? Is a lot of moms?
Moms.
A lot of moms, okay. Or different moms.
Different moms.
Okay. Ain't nothing new these times, so
3 different dads, including my dad, and then the other 2 dads.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. So diverse family.
Yeah.
You got to go somewhere different every other Christmas.
Pretty much.
That's cool. That's cool. I fucks with it. You know what I'm saying? Me and my brother, we had to share the same bed. I pissed on the bed until I was 13, so he just woke up a lot of times with a soggy ass shirt. I'm pretty sure he wished he had 7 other beds he could have slept in, other than the one I slept in. Well,
cool, that's
but
bad times.
That's how it be.
That's bad times with your bro.
He said, "Is he good on Tekken?" Who, my brother? Oh no, my brother. He did introduce me to gaming, but no, he's not good in Tekken. So let's talk about your current lifestyle, right? Let's talk about what kind of work you do, how long you've been working in these places. Let's start off with like what kind of work you do. I know you was giving us a little bit of a rundown on it at the beginning.
Security guard.
Okay, you do security.
Yes.
And what is your other line of work?
I dance.
Okay, you dance.
At night.
All right, and how long have you been doing either one of those professions?
I've been a security guard now for a year and 4 months. Dancing, I want to say in Atlanta, 6 months now.
Okay, so you've been about 6 months. And how long? You said you've been here about 6 months, right?
No, I've been here 4 years.
Oh, you've been here 4 years?
4 years.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so you just waited till later on, and you're just like, okay, Mom, start dancing.
Yeah, I first got here, like, I didn't have any transportation to, like, get me to the clubs or...
Girl, you couldn't find you a simp to take you to the club?
I didn't know anyone here, so I usually keep
This
to
is
myself.
Simp City. You know what I'm saying? It's Simp City. You could have walked outside to get some mail, and somebody would have took you to the club.
Well,
They'll take you to work. You know what I'm saying? Listen, there's plenty of simps out here. We're going to have a simping episode one day. I'll teach you how to be a simp if that's what you want to do. I'll teach you how to not be a simp, which you also do not want to be. But, you know, I'm just very surprised. A very attractive young lady. I'm sure dudes, I know dudes that throw themselves at the feet of elephants, okay? Not even just regular ones. Woolly mammoths. Okay? Woolly mammoths. So, a very attractive young lady in a place like Atlanta.
Well, you know, I was staying in Conyers first.
Oh, okay, that explains it all.
Yeah.
You lived out there with the trees. Okay.
Yeah,
there were no people
elderly.
driving by your area. Okay, I got you.
Exactly.
Okay, I got you. That makes a whole lot more sense.
Got this man Fuzo offering himself his tribute.
Huh?
Hey.
Okay.
Simp.
All right, we got simp number 1 in the goddamn chat.
Hey, I like his comment.
That boy said he gonna take you to the club.
He volunteers his tribute.
Okay, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Fun chat we always have here. Okay, so that's cool. That's cool. And you said your reason for coming to Atlanta was what? Other than the heat? Because it definitely gets sticky and icky down there.
Yeah, different environment.
Different environment. Well, what was the environment like where you came from?
Like I said before, it was just like a small town, and everyone knew everyone. So we all went to school together, stayed in the same neighborhood together. And when we got old enough, they started making the decision to know, hey, let's have kids together. And yeah, no, I didn't want any children. And I felt like if I stayed there, I was going to get trapped in that lifestyle. Like, you know, you make your own decisions, but you be around certain things, and eventually it's going to take a toll.
That's kind of something we talked about earlier before you came in. We were talking about nature versus nurture. You know, like how people become a product of their society, whether or not it's because of their society and what their surroundings are, or is it more so like something that they're born with, and whatever you're born with, you're just going to be that when you, no matter what society makes of you. So, you know, just an interesting topic we just talked about. What's your thoughts about that?
It can go either way. You can be influenced, or you can separate yourself. But I really feel like if that's what you're brought around and that's what's like drilled into you, 10 out of 10, that's where your direction you're gonna go. Unless you have a strong mind to, like, you know, separate yourself, you're gonna go down that route. You have to be different when it comes to like certain things.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. See, you know what I'm saying? All them times they told y'all that dancers don't got no brains. This woman's showing you she's got logic in her head. Okay, make sure that whoever bet you that strippers don't be having logic or chicks don't got logic, go on and collect your goddamn money. You know what I'm saying? Collect your goddamn money. And so speaking of which, I heard that you told me that you got your first residence here in Atlanta, all to your own. How's that working out for you?
Love it.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. What's your favorite part of it?
Coming home to no socks on the floor, because I live with my sister and I was here, or no toothpaste on the mirror, or
whoa.
Toothpaste on the mirror.
Marty, so
Kids.
Is that how it goes down? Toothpaste on the mirror.
Kids.
Oh, she had kids.
Yes,
okay.
she has 5 kids.
Whoa, keeping the family goddamn tradition alive. God damn.
Yeah, my sister has 5 kids.
Hey, tell her I'm not paying for them goddamn kids on the first date.
Hey,
okay?
you heard it here. I don't do that.
Marty gonna pay for the kids. Marty paying for the kids first day. Okay, her the sister was a dime. Okay, Marty said he'll drop a dime for the dime. You know what I'm saying?
Marty says no.
You can't listen to Marty. He's intoxicated. He's drinking water over there. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with him?
Anyway, about this not 100 proof Dasani.
It's not happening.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. So you enjoying yourself. You get to come home. No toothpaste on the mirror, as you said.
Yes.
No socks on the ground.
No.
You know, pants on the ground.
No.
Pants on the ground.
No.
I forgot how the rest of the song went. You know the rest of the pants on the ground song?
Looking like a fool with your pants on the ground.
Boom, that boy Marty. You don't know nothing about that. That's that's some Atlanta. Ever get on MARTY? Okay, there might be this old man.
Yeah.
I should pull that clip up, but it's an old man trying to. I guess he made a song about
that
people
dude was
wearing
on
their pants
American
down.
Idol doing that shit. That was hilarious.
Oh yeah, that was bad news. He only makes
this man was on American Idol and did that song, and it was amazing.
Basically, he just had a song about people wearing their pants below their waist.
Okay.
Became very famous for like 2003, 2004 or 5 or something like that. Anyway, I got nothing to do with you. I just like to inject my own stuff. So, is there anyone special in your life currently?
Yes.
Okay.
My best friend. I have a best friend that lives here, and also my nieces and nephew and my sister kids. Pretty special to me.
Oh, you get to hang out with them a lot?
Not as much as when I live with her, but like on my weekends off, yeah, I'll go get them and hang out with them.
That's cool. That's cool. Do you have a favorite one?
No.
They're not listening, so you could tell us the truth.
I
If
love
one of them
them all.
motherfuckers are bad as a mug, you know what I'm saying? They be putting the toothpaste on the mirror.
Now, my 1-year-old nephew, he's bad.
Okay.
He's bad, but I love them all. Like,
That's cool. They be calling you Auntie Toot. They got things.
no,
do they be
just
trying
auntie.
to? Oh, okay. Do they be trying to climb up your hair and your back and stuff? I don't know. I got very limited experience with kids that didn't come from some other man that somebody's trying to put on me. So, you know, outside of that, all other kids I know, I was a kid when I dealt with them.
No, they just, my niece, they like to play in my hair. I have one that likes to brush my hair all the time.
Okay.
And I have another one that she's into makeup.
Oh,
So
cool.
she likes-
Early cosmetology
Yeah.
studio opening up.
Yeah, so she plays in my hair, and then the other one, she likes to do my makeup and stuff. And the 4-year-old, she's just Maria. Maria's just.
Don't be putting her government out like that. What's wrong with you?
Okay, they
God
don't
damn,
know.
Maria. Now we know all your business.
They
Okay?
don't- they
You be
don't
like
know
to sit in the
what
corner and
Maria
read
looks
books
like,
and
so-
stuff. You know what I'm saying? Watch the paint dry. She done told all your business. You know what I mean? But that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And you got the 1-year-old that's just bad as a mug.
Yeah, he's
So is it
horrible.
one boy out of
No, 2 boys.
2 boys? Okay.
2 boys.
So what does the other boy do?
My oldest nephew.
Mm-hmm.
He's starting to run track now. He's in middle school.
Oh, so he too tired to be bad.
Yeah, he's
He
too
got it.
cool.
He's out of energy.
Yeah.
You know, our boy Marty over here. People don't know this. Our boy Marty over here used to be an athlete
Really?
of on all the teams.
Yeah.
Running track. Used to be on a football team. Was on a wrestling team. Played with Tiger Woods in golf. This nigga Marty was all over the place. He gonna have to tell us some stories about that one day. Holla at your boy Marty. You know what I'm saying?
I got a lot of wild stories. So.
Yeah, Marty's a wild. He looks very subdued over there. You know what I'm saying?
Said no.
Oh, no. No, look, he looks very subdued over there and calm. Marty slapped the hell out of the police. They had to take his ass to jail
Oh man.
for like 30, 40 days.
Really?
Yeah, he was telling us about it not too long ago. So, you know, Marty's wild. That was his younger days, you know what I'm saying? He's a calm individual now. And now he only wants to take chicks out and pay for the kids. That's all he really wants to do with his life. Ain't that right, Marty?
No.
No, you're not down for it, Marty?
Not at all. We've been over this. So.
Marty said he got to put a front on for the show, man. You know what I'm saying? I definitely.
Oh, you
take
can
that.
see the lies in my eyes. All right, well.
Yeah, that's
What are you lying
laughing.
about?
What is that?
So go ahead and inform me. So I need to know this.
While you and Marty goddamn figure that out, Kari, we're gonna get back to her. So we're gonna talk about your future. We talked about your past, talked about what you got going on right now. Seems like you have a pretty stable life going on. Nobody fighting around you, from what you told me. You know what I'm saying? No drive-bys in your neighborhood. Do you have any stab wounds?
No.
Any gunshot wounds?
No.
Cigarette burns?
No.
Okay, so listen, you're on a great path right now. Okay, you're dodging all of the stripper mentality wounds and goddamn burdens. You dodged all the bullets. You know what I'm saying? You're actually on the straight and narrow right now. So let's talk about your future. Where, since you managed to guide your way through the pains of constant array of fire and cigarette wounds, what do you plan on doing in the future? Where do you plan on taking this?
I want to get into fashion. If not fashion, I like to model. That's my two main things, are either fashion or modeling that I want to go into.
Okay, cool. Now, what got you into either one of those?
Well, with fashion, it's like I dress very different from Atlanta people and from Florida people. Like I have my own style, so it's like very hard to like go out and pick what I really want to look like. So I'm like, hey, why don't I can just give someone my idea and I can have a look instead of going to like 3 different malls to find a look for me. And modeling, I don't know. I think I take good pictures with my phone, but
okay. So you are right now. You're in the Instagram model lane.
Yes.
But you're trying to make it into the magazine model lane.
Yes.
Okay. That's cool. I definitely think you probably got the look to pull it off. We see here, just showing everybody, you got several different looks that came across the screen that we shown. Different color hairs, different styles, different types of clothing. We see you right here with your photo work going down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
Being quite the photographer. You know what I'm saying? Definitely looks like you have the potential to do so. Do you have anything set in line as to how you want to go? How you want to go about these goals?
Maybe like when I get to do more music videos and people
What more music videos?
Yeah.
Oh, you got a music video?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, hold on. We might have to pull this up. Okay, hold on. Can this be found on YouTube?
Yes.
All right, let's look this up right quick, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to look on YouTube. Continue telling us about your journey. Marty, you got any questions? You know what I'm saying?
Not so far.
Not so far. Marty's just enjoying the ride.
Yep, I'm just chilling. Enjoying the flow.
Marty, you can borrow a couple dollars from me when you go out on that date. Okay? We'll get you right. So, let's see. What we'll look up. What will we be looking up?
Marsupial Superstars.
Girl, I can't spell marsupial. Do I like a smart type of nigga?
Well, I don't correct on everything.
It's top choice.
Alright.
Let's read some of these comments. Oh, thank you. That was sweet.
Oh, you gotta shout him out. Yeah, you can't just tell him he's sweet. You gotta know.
It's moving too fast. What's going on here?
Is one of them.
What clothing brand does she rock with? The True 404. I love Nike. I love Adidas.
Oh, don't talk to that nigga True 404. That nigga's a lie. That nigga's a lie. Okay. That nigga lies 404. He don't need to know nothing about your clothes. He's a married man. Okay.
Okay.
Stop asking about clothes. What kind of clothes your girl got on in the other room, dog? You know what I'm saying? She might slap your eyes out your damn head. She see you looking at this shit.
I had on the green shorts. That was definitely me.
Okay, I gotta find the actual video.
I'm watching it right now.
You see me? I got on green shorts.
Okay, I think I've seen
it. I didn't see it just but. Yep, it's coming. You're going to see it.
Is it right at the beginning?
Nah.
It's like different clips.
Okay.
But
Oh, I see somebody with some damn green shirt and some damn ass cheeks out. Is this even the video? Am I on
yeah,
right
that's
now?
the video.
Okay, we're gonna find you in here. This nigga looking like goddamn Eddie Winslow.
Yep.
But yeah. So while I'm pulling up this music video, you said you want to do fashion, clothing. What is your resume looking like so far? I know you said you had this music video. We're gonna pull that up in a second. As soon as I find your part on here. What else do you have that you want to really help market yourself and get you where you want to be?
I also have some professional photos. I at least try to take
big man.
like 4 or 5 of them within a month to like keep marketing myself to show, hey, this is what I want to do and this is my image, this is my look. So, and then I also on my Instagram, I constantly make new videos to put out that I dance. And you guys looking for a video vixen? I'm your girl.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Do you do like private parties for dancing? And I know you say you do the music videos. Is there anything you do outside of the club that you use as a means of business?
Yes, but you have to book me.
Well,
to find out.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I like to hear that.
That's cool. Leaves a little intrigue.
Yeah, you know, I'll be needing some goddamn somebody to help me around the house cleaning up. So you take them kind of jobs, you know what I'm saying? I got definitely. I'll pay what it takes.
Right, you pay.
We have niggas over here that be messing up my house all on the weekend.
I can clean too. And
okay.
Cook.
Y'all heard it here first. Nigga will have a full stomach. Wait a minute. I don't even know where you at.
I'm looking. It's a lot.
Okay, I don't know where. Is it like a clear picture of you somewhere on here?
Huh?
Is it gonna be like a clear cut picture
You're
so we
gonna
can see
see
who
me.
it
I
is?
have on green and white shorts. You're gonna see.
Green and white. Oh, this
White
is you?
shorts. Oh, this is. Oh,
No, green and white. You'll see. Give me one.
So you were watering.
No, that wasn't me.
No.
She's definitely lighter.
Yeah, I was about to say, man, they put a whole bunch of makeup on you on that thing, man.
I was like, no. Didn't make sense.
I'm one of the party girls. I was at
Okay,
the
so
party.
you're at the party.
Yeah, I was at the party.
Okay, cool. We're gonna pull this up, you know what I'm saying? This is the...
There we go.
Okay, I just seen...
Me.
Okay, so we're gonna be able to see spurts of you.
Yeah, it's clips.
Okay. Boom. We'll let the people...
You know I twerk, so that was my main goal, to dance.
That's what's up. Let me see if I can full screen that thing. Alright, I'm gonna bring y'all into this realm right quick, man.
I think I missed all of it.
Alright, y'all can see her. She's gonna pop up in here somewhere pretty soon. Of course, it is.
Yeah, I was definitely
She in here working her magic somewhere. Look for some green shorts with a white stripe line. Oh, I see you on the side. Oh, there you go right there. Okay.
Hey, girl.
Okay, hold on. Let me go back to that. That thing like it was amazing. See if we can go back.
One sideways, spiral one.
Look at niggas perving out in front of the person, up the person. There you go.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even see that clip.
Hold on, man. I think I saw it very well.
Yep.
Well, I ain't sure I saw it, so we're gonna go back to it.
Okay.
Can I slow motion this thing? I don't think you can slow motion on it. Oh, hold on. There we go.
You can.
I feel like that's you. Oh, fuck this shit. I hate YouTube, man. God damn. Making my job hard, dog. Okay, not you. Not you. He didn't go on the water slide. That would have been the first thing I would have tried to do, was go down the water slide.
I was in here when we did that. What is that?
I'm thoroughly confused. What the hell is going on there? This nigga is actual wild.
No.
Oh, this guy here looking like
I don't even know who the girl was, but she was
oh, there you go. So, very difficult to find all the spots that you're in, but definitively, we've seen you in the background doing things that some would say was strange for change. I think they're perfectly normal. But alright, not to keep that rolling for too damn long. Just trying to give you a little bit of shine there. Wow, that junk is extra loud. Alright, so besides that, you said you got like some modeling that you do. I think we've got a lot about your future and your current and your past. But we're going to focus on the person that is you. That is TOOT, right?
Okay.
So, as you know, I told you about this. Like, this is like a game-based situation that we have here. You know, this is a streaming service based off of gaming. I'm the best in the world at this game called Tekken, right? It's a fighting game. And I know you said you like fighting games. Believe it or not, there are people that are beautiful that like fighting games.
Yes.
Maybe not the right kind, but we'll let her talk about that. You know what I'm saying? She said she would be interested in fighting games. But so what is your favorite fighting game?
Mortal Kombat. Do not do that.
Marty, how you feel about hearing something like that?
That's got me in the salt.
It's got you a little salty, Marty?
Oh, yeah,
Marty, don't throw nothing, Marty. Okay, do not throw nothing, Marty. Listen, she don't know what she do, brother. You know what I'm saying? She don't know that she's not supposed to like that shit. Okay?
What's wrong? What's wrong with it?
What's right with it?
Everything. It's a good fighting game.
Only thing right about that junk is when you press right on the D-pad. Okay? That junk is straight garbage. But we'll allow you to have your own feelings about things because we don't like to deter people from the fighting game community. And that's really where this stream is built off of, you know, people who play fighting games. Namely, they know me from Tekken, like I said. Oh, yeah. People are probably about to leave up out of here now.
Yeah,
you know
that's why I say you're making them leave because you made me tell what game I like. And they don't
hey, man, listen. These people are only going to say they're going to leave. That just means they're not going to text for the next goddamn 3 minutes. Then they'll be right back in this thing.
Get on the sticks. We can play. Get on the sticks.
Whoa. She called that boy goddamn Sonic Fox out. Says she'll put hands on that nigga like a preacher in church, boy. You know, no idea how that thing worked. So, what was your favorite Mortal Kombat that you played?
My favorite?
Yeah. Do you remember the last one you played?
I want to say probably like 2 months ago.
Oh, you played MK9 or was it it was Mortal Kombat or was it like superheroes?
It was, I played that one with the superheroes.
Injustice?
Yeah, but the last was the regular Mortal Kombat.
Okay, so MK10, I think? X? Did it have like Jason and stuff on it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, oh, so you're recent. I thought you were going to tell me something like you played Mortal Kombat 2 or something.
Still
so you be...
Katana.
Oh, so that answers my next question. Who's your favorite character? Katana. So why is that your favorite character? Explain to me what about Katana draw you right to her.
One, she's beautiful.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck she look like. She always got that goddamn mask on.
You never seen her without... Okay, then you definitely don't play Mortal Kombat.
Nah, I've seen it, but I'm just saying, you know who else looked beautiful? Melina looked beautiful till that mask come off.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Monster?
Shoot.
And she's very quick. She's very quick with her fans and her knives and stuff. And her fan reminds me of the fan I used to dance. So.
Oh, so you be Katana at the club?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't be cutting people.
You don't be cutting folks up? Nigga don't give you a tip, you got them. Put a nigga in a whirlwind, you know what I'm saying?
No,
get him the fuck up out the club.
No.
Okay, that's cool. That's interesting though. You know, like I said, this show is all about perception. And I'm pretty sure nobody had the perception that you were a fan of Mortal Kombat when you sat down. They saw you in that video. They probably weren't even thinking about Mortal Kombat. Probably wasn't even thinking about me at that point in time. But you know, it's definitely. Oh, I see you laughing at some stuff in the chat.
Yes.
That boy Kari Safari. Coming through with the
Shit,
jokey jokes.
Annabelle said yes.
Club Tana. You might want to check that one out. Club Tana.
No, that was.
No, that one ain't gonna stick with you. No. Dang, try again. Goddamn Jermaine, try again, my G. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, it's admirable to see. You want to do something outside of what the norm is. Normally, is playing a fighting game, especially because fighting games are normally kind of specialized. Like people that play games don't always play fighting games.
Right.
And to hear that, that's pretty much like the only game you like to play is fighting games.
Yeah, other ones like Call of Duty and I get killed as soon as it start. So
you like to have a fighting chance.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool. Have you ever thought about learning like other fighting games, just like as a spare hobby?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm willing to learn.
You want to learn? What about Tekken? You ever played Tekken?
No, I have no clue
what Tekken is. Okay. Well, this is the house where you learn Tekken. Everybody comes to learn Tekken. We had a young lady over here, I think maybe 2-3 days ago. I was teaching her the fundamentals of the game. So, definitely is a growing sport. I think like we had a $50,000 tournament here in Atlanta maybe about 2 months ago, maybe a month and a half ago. A young lady, her team led her team to the $50,000 prize. Yeah, I mean, beating some of the best people in the country at the game. Solidifying herself as one of the best in the country. So, it's definitely within your grasp. And, just as a side hobby, it's how it started out for people like me. It was just something I did. And I became the grossest in the world. But, that's just how it happens, over time. So, that's pretty interesting. You ever been to a gaming tournament before?
No.
No. Would you be interested in going one? Just see what it was like?
Are they going to fight?
No, people aren't going to fight you, but they will fight each other, yes, in the game. In the game.
Okay, yeah.
You might have to bring your air freshener. Sometimes niggas are funky, but it's just a byproduct, you know what I'm saying? We're trying to change the narrative of funky niggas, you know what I'm saying? Trying to make niggas smell a little bit better, so we can be more inviting to more people coming in. But definitely is a good lane. It's cool. People are always pretty cool in the community. Especially here in Atlanta, it's almost like a family, big, huge family unit. Now, what other interests do you have?
I like to read.
That's cool.
I like to read. I'm not gonna say different things because it is like certain things that I like to read. I like to read murder stories. Pretty much anything that someone dies. I like to read it.
Damn.
Sorry.
I
I like to read about the Holocaust. I like to read about Japanese war crimes. Just anything with someone getting murdered.
And now, do you know why that might be? Is it like something in your background, or is it just like something that's just interesting to you?
Are you asking me why murder?
Well, I mean, you don't have to answer if you're a murderer on screen, but I might need to know that before I walk out this door.
No.
And don't make it to my car, you know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know. Maybe because in school I took interest in like the Holocaust, and that was like one of my favorite subjects. And it's just pretty cool how someone can put things in their mind to like, hey, I'm going to take this person's life and actually go through with it. Like you have to be on a different mindset to do that. So
you have to be nurtured, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
somebody has to nurture you to that kind of mindset.
Or
it could be nature.
Okay?
Huh? Marty's trying to make sure he make it out alive, okay?
Listen, I'm not going to take your life. I got to go work tomorrow.
He hear you play with katana and you like to chop niggas up and throw them in a book or something. Write stories about them. And that's what I got out of that. Oh, is that my phone?
No.
Oh, that's you. Okay. No, I think that's pretty cool. You have any interest in like forensics?
Yes.
Okay, that's cool. You ever watch like stuff like Forensic Files and like those crime shows?
Yes. First 48. Snap.
Forensics are pretty interesting. So I have an interest in forensics as well.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. It's now it's time for the more related to our topic today, which is pretty much the perception of the dancer, right? I'm pretty sure you run into a lot of times that the perception of being a dancer is almost always in a negative connotation, right? You almost always hear horror stories, bad things.
Yeah.
But what got you into dancing apparently was, you've always wanted to dance, you've always liked dancing. But during your exposure to dancing and the dance culture, what are some of the experiences you've had? Like, give me like your good, your bad, your uglies.
My good is the income that comes out of it.
Gotta make that rain.
Got to.
So what were we talking about? Like, what's average income on a regular night? Don't worry, IRS don't even know this show exists. You know what I'm saying? Just we'll say very good, pays the bills, or don't pay the bills.
Pays the bills.
Okay. We'll leave it at that. We're gonna put all your business out there like you did your little niece put her name, her government out there. Now they looking for her. Okay. Now they looking for her. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and she gonna put somebody in one of the books you gonna read. Okay, I hear you. Okay, what about the bad? What is the worst portion of having to deal with the stripper lifestyle?
Competition. Different competition. It can be good, it can be bad competition. You have some girls that if they see a group of people that want like more than one dancers, they can be stingy and just dance by themselves and take all the money. But you have some that are fine. The girl, they feel that like, hey, if we do this together, we can make more because she's a great dancer. And then you also have the bad when you'll have some dancers, if you dance with them, they like to steal money.
Oh, hold on. Stealing all the funds?
They like to steal money. And you have to watch when you dance with someone because it's so much money being thrown. You'll dance, but you split it at the end. But you'll have some girls that while you're dancing, they'll scoot.
They got like big ass titties and they'll put a goddamn dollar up under their breast.
No, they're scooted to their side. Like they're the side of their body that you can't see.
Oh, so they got like an implant and they hide it right along the thigh and the cheek.
Yeah, that's gross. No. They put it like
they just slide with their shoe.
Yeah, they slide with their shoe.
Okay.
Or they'll have. I've seen sometimes they'll have their friend stand next to them, slide it to the friend pick it up. And,
so real gutter mentality.
Yeah, get real about dollars.
Okay. What about the exposure of having to expose yourself to complete strangers? Has that ever been something that you found that be uneasy at times?
Yes. For one, I was raised in church. My mom's a missionary, and it was always.
I think my mom did missionary. Yeah, that's how they had me.
Pretty cool. But it was always taught to me that your body's a temple, and you're only supposed to show your mate what God has blessed you with. So when I first got into it, it was difficult to come out like that because I'm not used to a group of men seeing. So that was another big bad thing for me to come out and dance, to expose my body.
Okay. What helped you cope with that? What helped you get over it? Just the repetition of doing it?
Yeah, and then the money.
Okay, well, okay, I guess that definitely, you can get over those goddamn fails. You can get over all of those issues if you need to. Time and money heals many wounds. What about the worst portions of it?
The worst? The different things you see. Like you said before, that strippers have, different things that's been said about us, but all of us aren't like that. Mm-hmm. You're exposed to a lot of alcohol, a lot of drugs, a lot of different offers, and that's bad. Like, I feel like when it comes to dancing is a job. I treat it just like my security job. Once I come in and I get my money, I'm going home. I don't get involved in the negativity, like the bad things that can come out of club.
Like what do you see? Like a lot of drug, alcohol use?
Yes. I've seen girls, do lines in the dressing room. I've seen them pop pills. I've seen them, take cups back to back. Like, I've seen a lot.
Some of that sound like a homeboy Geo, except for the lines. I've definitely seen him take whole. He don't take cups though. This man takes whole bottles back to back. Okay? Shout out my boy Geo. I know you out there working at the club, not doing the goddamn thing.
I got a question.
Yeah, chime in.
Do you think customers will sometimes confuse your customer service with thinking that they've got feelings or something like that?
Absolutely. You have the customers that come in that knows this is what it is and this is what's gonna happen.
Right.
Then you have some that come looking for love, and when you dance with them, they fall in love, and they don't want to leave you alone after the night ends. So
is that when you pull them fans out?
No.
You still don't pull the fans out.
That's what the song's about right there.
Okay.
Definitely. You have some that come and looks for a wife. Now, I'm not saying you can't find one in the strip club, but the ones that I'm around, I don't think you guys want a wife. Those. Because those are the ones that do lines.
Okay. They do lines, and I take it you are not talking about, they're not rehearsing for a movie.
No.
No scripts.
Absolutely not.
No country line dancing?
Absolutely not.
I heard that they might be auditioning for the KKK.
What?
Ooh, what's that?
What?
Oh yeah, they do a lot of white lines.
That was good.
But anyway, so now I'm sure, as in all professions, especially something like your profession where you're constantly seeing different people, it's a lot of alcohol involved, horny dudes. All of these situations always make for something funny. What are some of the funniest experiences you've had in your dancing career?
I've seen fights. I've seen fights over money bags. I've seen fights over clients. I've seen fights because the girl was just too drunk and she feel like the girl across the room just staring at her.
Now the fight over the money bag, like how does that one go? Like do they scrap over the money bag explodes, everybody takes all the money, they get left with nothing?
No.
Is someone getting clobbered by the money bag?
No. The money bag fight. Okay. So, I seen a girl, she was dancing with a customer, and another girl, he invited another girl to come over. So once she finished her dance, she was trying to collect her money, but the other girl started dancing while she was collecting money. And when we collect money, we still move to dance. So I guess he liked the way she was still moving, so he was just throwing money. But the second girl, she kept breaking all the money to her side because she felt like, hey, this is my turn to dance. But it's a rule. If you're dancing and you're picking up money and someone's still throwing money on you, that's considered your money still. But she felt that it wasn't. So the girl got upset, like, hey, why you keep scraping my money? And, he's throwing it on the both of us. And the girl was like, she just looked at her and kept scooting the money. So that's when the girl, she zipped up her little money bag and she popped her with the money bag and...
Wait, hit her with the bag. So she did catch a whop. Yeah. Can I get a few whops in the chat for the goddamn money bag knockout? You know what I'm saying? We got Mike Jones says he likes your nails.
Oh, thanks, Mike Jones.
Mike Jones.
Mike Jones, I don't even know how you seen her nails. The hands ain't even off the screen, are they? Okay, I guess they are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Kari Safari with the wops. Subtle Puddle with the wops. Okay, I like it. What about I remember you telling me about a story about a wig coming off one of the customers.
Yes, okay, so I was coming from the restroom and it was a customer. She was, had too many drinks and she wanted, I guess, to be a stripper for one night. So she decided she wants to dance and she was on the ground rolling around and stuff, and off goes her wig. And
Wait, these dance moves on the ground like Homer Simpson.
it was
Whoop whoop whoop.
it was everywhere. It was like a log. It was, crybaby going on. It was a lot of moves.
Was she taking your business? Were you in threat?
No.
You were not threatened by her moves.
No.
Did you steal her moves?
I was entertained.
You were entertained,
Never
not
threatened.
intimidated.
Not intimidated
Okay.
at all.
Did you take
She probably scooped up some of your dollars.
No. She didn't get any money to be at her.
Huh? You sure?
Yeah. Everyone was shocked for the most part to see a customer on the floor.
How old was this person?
I want to say in her like late 30s.
Did she keep her balance?
Like
No.
late.
She fall.
When you say late 30s, like late 30s, 57, or late 30s, like 38.
38, 39, going to the 40s.
That's
Okay.
good.
Okay, she's 57. She's 57 years old.
That's good.
Okay, out there, wig flying off like she on Frederick Douglass.
Yeah, too
Yeah.
many drinks.
That was too many drinks, too old to be there.
Definitely.
Most definitely. So I think that covers a lot of it. But explain to me like your reasons for doing the job. You said it was the pay.
Mhm.
It's pretty good. You have a lot of fun working there.
Yes, I enjoy it. I enjoy the dance. I've been dancing for a while, not stripping, but I've been dancing. So when I decided I want to go that route, I'm like, hey, it should be easy because this is what you like to do. And once I got past the exposed to my body, I enjoy it. I enjoy dancing all the time.
Makes sense.
Okay. Said anybody pour a vodka on her? You talking about the the lady that was dancing?
All right.
She getting a vodka poured on her?
No,
She didn't get the splash treatment?
for the most part, everyone just was like,
Did
who's
everyone-
on? On the
Okay.
floor. Who's on?
I think you went over this. Would you recommend your profession? Like, if it came down to like another young lady decided she didn't know what she wanted to go in life, she thought about dancing. This is something that you would recommend to her?
Most definitely.
Most definitely. Okay.
Yes.
What advice would you give her? Like, with your experiences and what you've seen, what would be the most likely thing that you would say to help her get her foot in the door and, not end up on the other side of this discussion?
Stay true. Stay true to yourself. Don't let anyone change you. If that's what you want to do, you do it. And you get in and you get out. You never stay. Don't make it... How can I say this? Don't make it like something that is not. Because to me, it's just a job. So don't make it feel like it's more than a job. That's I can give. Like, don't get caught up. Please do not get caught up because it's very hard, and very easy, and I've always been taught all money isn't good money. So if you feel like you can turn certain things down, turn it down. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe what they say. Hey, we can do this and that, and I can get you that. It's cool. Get it on your own. Always get it on your own.
That's cool. Never. You don't want to be owing anybody anything. I think that's just a general principle in life. All right, man, we're going to hold that question till the end. You'll get to ask some questions. Okay, Panther will also get you to ask that towards the end. Would you ever delve further into the adult entertainment industry, or is this just as further as you'll go?
It's the furthest.
Okay. Is there that's just as far as you're gonna go, or there's not the right situation came along for it, or is it just all the way out of the question?
Listen, I dance. I'm a dancer, so this is what I'm going to stick to in the adult business. The other stuff,
Not your cup of tea.
yeah.
Nah, not trying to be presented. Oh, speaking of dancing, man, we got some footage of you dancing. Where was this located?
Is Marty asleep? Or he might be frozen.
No, Marty just reading. He's reading the chat.
Yeah,
Watch, he's reading the chat. He just kind of leaned out the camera. He ain't sleep though. Okay. Yeah, we got this video. What was this taking place?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
So it's just like this what you do your hands out. Also, make sure y'all follow us on Instagram, TOOT. Hey, you will not be disappointed. Follow now on Instagram. I'm too old for Instagram, but y'all are young. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all get out there, support. You know what I'm saying? If you came to support the stream, you know how I feel about support. Y'all support me. You know, I support you. Or I'll get you some support from somewhere. I just don't do child support. I ain't got no kids. But I was wondering, you know, when we asked you if you had anybody serious in your life, your response was your friend. So does that mean that you don't have a serious relationship that you're currently in?
No, I'm single.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, you know, I have someone I talk to, but, you know.
Just nothing serious.
Nothing serious.
Okay.
I work a lot.
That's cool, that's cool. Do you look to ever get into a serious relationship?
No, maybe like in 2020. But
Okay, like years down the line.
yeah, no.
All right. Well, what about your profession? Do you think that
These dudes are fools.
no, they're not about to goddamn close the stream down because we showed a twerking video. They be twerking on video games.
It's at the stream. Come on.
3D ones. But do you think that your profession, let's say if in 2 years goes by, you haven't met your goals and you're still dancing, do you think that will be a hindrance on your ability to find a serious relationship? You think it won't really be a problem?
No.
Do you care if it's a problem one way or the other?
Not at all. It won't be a problem. 'Cause that's it.
Good
It's
looking
a
out there.
job.
Yeah.
It's definitely a job. So they know if I do get in a serious relationship with someone, or if I am talking to someone, they know from like seeing me at the club and knowing how I am that I take this as a job. I don't get involved with the clients.
Okay, that's cool. It seems like you got your head on pretty well. You know what I'm saying? When you hear stuff about, you know, like the negative perception, how do you handle it? You know, when you hear people who have these crazy ideas, outlandish ideas of what you must be like as a person because of what your job is, how do you go about handling that?
Let's say all of us not like that, and you can't judge a book by its cover. You can't. The only way you will know unless you open it and read it. You can't put all of us in the same box and expect that we're all like this, because we're not.
Okay, that's a good point. I think that's true in a lot of situations. If it's a book she's reading, it's got something to do with murder. You know what I'm saying? Just know that much. Has it ever had an effect on your personality? You know, just having all that negative energy towards, you know, what it is that you like to do for, like you said, mostly for fun. It's like fun that pays. You know, it's like when I stream here, I play video games. Sometimes it pays. You know, there's a lot of, you know, people of older mentalities that feel like gaming is for kids. You know, it's not something that an adult should be doing. When in fact, I mean, it is a $1 billion, business like anything else.
Right.
And you know, you can actually make money doing what you like to do. Is that something that just it has no effect on you? You just feel pretty much the same when it comes to people's perception of your job?
Yeah, like no.
Fuck 'em?
Yeah.
You can
pretty
cuss on
much.
this show. Fuck 'em.
Yeah, pretty much. Fuck 'em. Like because as soon as I talk,
That don't mean she'll fuck you though.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Boom.
No VIP, sweetheart. But
Boom.
usually,
No boom boom in the
Clear that
champagne
up real
room.
Clear that up real quick.
Real
Yeah,
quick.
real quick. With the quickness.
But what was I about to say? Yeah, like pretty much I don't care about like how you feel about it, which is your thoughts on it. Because 10 out of 10, when someone sees me,
Did you just rate yourself?
Listen, she's been giving that.
Did you just rate
100%
yourself?
the whole time?
10 out of 10?
10 out of 10.
oh yeah, I did.
That's what's up.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
But usually, okay, when you come to the club and you see me, like I just be there, and then if you talk to me, then that's when I smile, and then you hear me talk, and then that off the back changed someone's mind instead about me.
The niggas that fall in love. That's the ones that be chasing her out the goddamn club. And she has to pull the katana goddamn fans out. Swoop a nigga up out the goddamn club. Clean his pockets out. You know what I'm saying? It's just part of the game.
Money just drops out of the pockets.
Yeah, pretty much. Smile, you know.
Fuzo, she said she make sure you come and pick her up tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? She ain't got time to be late to work, okay?
He's
Had the ones ready.
at the television,
Yeah.
so he's ready. Ready.
Exactly, the confidence. You gotta have it in this type of business. Because if you don't, it's over.
Alright, well, that pretty much sums up all that I wanted to know. We're going to have some questions from the chat. We're going to keep them pretty limited, but we're going to definitely let them get some questions out of you, what they want to know about you,
Okay.
about your profession and stuff. And then we'll probably round this thing up. So anybody in the chat, you got something you want to ask, go ahead and fire away.
Oh, that was so sweet. Average video game joke.
Oh, Mike coming through.
Huh?
Mike Jones says, you like
Oh, Mike
white boys?
Hmm?
Okay. Mike Jones, he asked, you like white boys?
I don't discriminate.
You don't discriminate.
There we go.
Okay, Mike Jones. That's what I'm talking about, Mike Jones.
Don't discriminate.
You want Mike? I'll fire him off, man.
Have you ever considered scientific augments to your body?
Oh.
Explain that.
Basically, you know,
like a
right?
mechanical arm or self-twerking cheek?
Yeah.
Auto twerk.
No.
I guess that'd be more like biomechanical.
Well, that's what the man Kari Safari was asking. I was like, all right.
Okay. Okay, so I guess that your answer is no. There, she's going to
No.
keep it pretty natural.
Like a bionic twerk?
Bionic twerk.
Yeah. That's what
Even my fingernails are real. The only things I real is my hair.
a very nice color, too.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know if he says. I guess to what made you get into it.
Get into
I guess dancing. I guess that's the question. You answered that, but maybe
Yeah.
you wasn't here at that time.
What made me get into dancing? I've been dancing since I was 5, not tripping, okay? And it's just something I like to do, and it's fun. I get money by having fun, so
Okay, that's cool. That's
Hard to
cool.
beat.
yeah.
You have any kind of any role models
Role models.
or similar lines of success that you might want to that may have trailblazed some of your ideas?
I want to say Miss Twerksome. She's like, I'm not gonna say a role model because, you know, I'm not just gonna say that, but I have watched her and seen her videos and seen her progress to where she was when I first started following her to now. So that's probably like a trail. I'll follow her trail.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because like honestly, like now I trip because it's fun and I make money, but like it's not something I want to continue to do. Like I said, I want to be a video vixen, so it's just for now.
Okay, and that goes into one of the next questions.
Yep.
Do you have an end game, and how long do you plan on seeing yourself strip in the stripping game? I think we did talk about your end game, but I don't know if he was here at that time.
Modeling and fashion.
Yeah.
How long do I want to say? Until I feel that I have reached my goal to be a video vixen. Until I can say, hey, I don't need to go to the club this weekend because I have videos lined up that's going to cover it 10 times more.
Okay. Got a follow-up question on the fashion. When you look at have your own fashion line, you just want to, or is there like certain types of clothes you want to model?
Yeah, I want to have my own line. I want my name on the tags, and that's the good one though.
You want your name like on your butt for your jeans?
No, because then they're gonna be like, hey, you're TOOT. Like, no, it's only one me.
Okay.
So I
Fair
just
enough.
want it on, the tag. Hey, she has on one of TOOT tank tops or something like that.
That's cool. That's cool.
But I wouldn't mind modeling someone else.
Are you making men's clothing? I think you could use a fire wardrobe.
It's gonna be Toots for men.
We're gonna have
Toots
to
for
work on
men is
that.
only after you eat beans.
Listen.
Okay. But we'll see if we can help you out with that. You know what I'm saying? Definitely give me some fly threads. I could be a model. I'm a model citizen.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? What from your perspective is the appeal of the long fingernail style?
Oh, it's like I said, these are my real nails. So, I gotta keep them up. I mean, I don't have a.
Drinks a lot of milk? What's your calcium intake? What are you getting the calcium from? Nails don't just be growing for no reason.
Things just good genes.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I don't drink anything but water.
Where do you get them
Cranberry
from?
Juice. For my nails.
Your jeans.
My jeans?
Yeah.
My mother.
Never heard of that store.
Huh?
It'll catch on. You'll catch on to it a little later.
It's pretty rough.
You'll
Don't
catch.
do that to me.
I got you.
We're on
Okay.
camera.
Oh my goodness. You see what I have to put up with every week? Man,
Yeah.
This guy.
Listen, man, I'm quick with
wants
it.
to know what clothing lines have you worked for so far, or worked on so far?
Like as in my name or
As I think modeling in general.
modeling? No one yet.
Okay.
But I really feel that Nike should sponsor me because I own a lot of Nike.
Could be the Tech and House model.
Tech House model. We do clothing.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, we have clothing.
Yeah.
That's why they were
That's
talking about
good.
making some shirts.
All right, we can get you to model some shirts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Be your first modeling gig.
Cool.
Put it in your portfolio. Check it out.
That is true though. I do wash my hands. Okay.
That's good.
Very good.
That's really good to know.
All right, so listen, it's got a clean personality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Clean bill of sale, clean fingernail. You know what I'm saying? A1. You know what I'm saying? You've been nothing but great for us on the show. Hope everybody out in the show has enjoyed themselves. I enjoyed myself. Marty over here still contemplating if you're going to have enough change to buy the fourth kid some dinner. You know what I'm saying? He might only get the first three. You know what I'm saying? But the fourth one, he's not fucking with the fourth one. They're going to have to share a plate.
Things
Split the
gotta keep
meal.
off the fourth one.
What did she design?
Oh, okay. What have you designed? That was what the question was he was trying to ask you earlier.
A lot of my dancing outfits I've made myself.
That's nice.
They're expensive. Okay. They're more expensive than regular clothes. Okay. So I have designed a couple of my outfits.
Okay, that's cool. That's always a place to start. Start in your own backyard, making your own pockets a little bit heavier.
Yeah.
But like I said, that's gonna bring us to a close. We really appreciate having you here. That extra voice y'all hear in the background, that's your boy Lee Van Dam. We like thank him for stopping in, jumping on the panel with us. Marty, we're gonna get Marty some help. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Hey, you see the strap for Marty?
What's the strap for Marty? Oh yeah, Marty, we got the strap for you. Only feed the 3 young kids. They eat less. Okay.
Pizza feeds all the kids.
Huh?
Okay.
Pizza feeds all the kids. Oh, look, we're getting straps from everywhere. Marty said he's not feeding. He ain't gonna feed her now.
Okay.
So you're saying just go ahead and get the $5?
You know, it don't have to be good. Kids like pizza from everywhere.
Marty said at this rate he's not even feeding her. Okay. He's only gonna go out and eat in front of her and then leave.
Final question.
No conversation.
Got another question, Mike.
Okay, last conversation. Last question.
Okay. Where can the viewers come watch you dance and see these magnificent outfits?
Okay, listen, you guys.
Gotta plug it.
All right.
I work at a club called Starlight. It's 4113 Flat Shoals Parkway. It's in Decatur.
Okay.
I work every Friday night and every Saturday night. You're going to see me. You can't miss me. If you do, just ask the security in the front, hey, is Toot in here? They're going to find me. And, come say hi.
Definitely.
There you got it.
That's what's up.
Definitely baddest in the club. I've been there. I've seen the work firsthand. Definitely very good. Good at what she does. Y'all seen the video. You know what I'm saying? We take a field trip out there, man. We get the class together. As long as y'all over goddamn 21. As long as y'all over 21,
be at work.
y'all can roll with your boy. They don't close till what, 2:30?
Starlight this weekend.
Yeah, we might show up there. Yeah. We might take a IRL stream out the goddamn Starlight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That would be pretty dope.
That's what's up. Yeah.
We could do it because they don't get nude at your club, right?
Yeah, that's nothing. I don't get naked.
At her club, they don't get all the way nude.
Don't.
However, you can find out about personal bookings. What personal bookings do you have? How they get in contact with you for your personal bookings?
Instagram _twerksome2.
I'll put it in chat again for you.
Yes, _ Follow me. My page is open, so you don't have to wait for me to accept it.
Okay, that's cool.
Go and make sure you guys come to 4113 Flat Shoals Parkway.
Incog, what's going on, man? Welcome to the realm of the real. Only the real can chew. Sorry, that's just the slogan when we get somebody joined in chat. Anyway.
Definitely no Joe Baby allowed.
Oh yeah, bring your ID, please.
Yeah, please have your ID when we go on the field trip in. You know what I'm saying? It's it was fun when I went in there. It's a little homely place. It's kind of cool. You ain't gotta be worried about getting lost in the crowd. It's pretty chill atmosphere. I definitely had a great time.
Glad you enjoyed it.
Had a great time. Excellent time. What's up, Incog? So we got your Instagram out there.
Yeah.
Got the place of business. Is there anything else that you want to get across to everybody that anybody needs to know about Toot before we get ready to close down shop?
No, that's it. Follow the page. You can find out more, or come see me, and you can see,
Pretty soon we're gonna have her learning Tekken. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might get to see her on the stream.
Yep.
Getting tore out the frame.
Me too.
Who was the guy that said he was gonna whoop my ass?
What?
In Street Fighter? Oh, in Mortal Kombat?
Yeah,
that was Big Man.
Oh, Big Man. Oh, you want no parts, Big Man. Big Man will tear you up in that damn Mortal Kombat. You know what I'm
Good
saying?
on Tekken?
Is he good on Tekken too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All these people will probably is gross on Tekken, but I'm the best teacher in the land.
Yeah.
So I will get you right.
So I'm coming for you.
All right, Big Man. You heard it. You heard it here first, Big Man. She coming for that ass. Okay. I can't help that you're gonna get your ass tore up, brother. Because if you learn from me, it's over for you. But anyway, really appreciate you coming out. Heck, we do this every Tuesday. If you want to stop by, give me a ring.
Oh, yeah. Feel free.
We always like to have a female perspective in the show.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? We have a lot of different topics, so it'll always be cool to have an extra voice in. We always have somebody stop in, even sometimes our boy Travis, aka Lee Van Dam, he'll stop in, he kicks it with us. We love to just get extra people's opinions on stuff that we have to talk about. Otherwise, just me and Marty in here.
Just kicking it,
running our goddamn mouth.
So
bumping our goddamn gums, you know what I'm saying? I really appreciate you coming out, though. I hope this has been as beneficial to you as it has been to us and entertaining for us. Everybody in the chat, Realm of the Real, I hope you enjoyed yourself. About to go and take y'all out real quick, like. Well, shit, I gotta refresh something real quick before I do all of that.
See ya, Starlight.
There you go.
Starlight's gonna have it jumping, you know what I'm saying? Dude, they got enough room. We got a whole class, you know what I'm saying?
Come on.
We got
Come on.
how many people got in the class? Like 87 people in Atlanta class, and then the overall class got like 2,000 people in it. So
Come on.
I don't know if all of them can fit in there.
I don't get tired. Come on.
What?
Oh,
There you go.
Okay.
I
Okay.
dance all
Treadmill,
night.
treadmill, got dang fanatic in here.
All right.
Yeah, it's got a little muscle.
All right, well, it's been real, y'all. We will see y'all later. Peace.
See you.
Y'all take care. God bless.
Bye. Mike Jones told me to be.